Peter, before we take leave of you, I have this question popping up several times on our Facebook page that I should ask you. Do you follow the Ghanaian Premier League?
I'm sorry to say I don't. I wish I did, and it's to my shame that I don't. But unfortunately, I can only follow so many football tournaments and competitions, and I struggle to keep up with many of them in Europe, and so I'm sorry that my reach doesn't quite get that far.
My main country, you say. So one shall Comoros, a man in Ghana. Obey them. Nancy Cat, Mpachoti, say, Nana Kufado Crabana, I sank Wafa phone. No, I fracket, Mosam Pamucho. Say, oh, yes, Comoros, Debbie Comoros Montreal, so Mamma coach in my Odia Cabia Metrian uncle.
A different
Silver Sports.
One point is that Milo excuses, anyhow or back. It looks like no Obiantian waited. Open Jordan Makuno Madana.
Coffee 5 years development plan. Why 10 years they are 2 and no?
Oh, yeah, 5 for my mona, Mother Call 1 Cup 2006. No, I was saying 10 years.
Oh, the man died, never seen even year 1 of sa plan or the other one. Yet now development plan. Any about Kukum.
Silver.
I see Timbi minim Ghana houses Olympics here, so Omoko Dubai. Na Timuna Kwaku do Dubai na Oma Fadiano, we look as a costume na amount for CF, Oma Shumu jacket. Oma she, woman tied and Oma Fadiane. And now solicited the advocacy. Second idea from Kwana dress and party and Kakeke Dinko, a blaster captain.
Silver Sports.
Oh.
We need to charge them.
Aussi, Suleiman Tari l'a visité de club de Accra, chemise, appelez-vous, appelouté, villation. Chronicle.
Silver Sports.
Or the French Cassam. Aussi, phobia. Suleiman Tari wasanaba. Ugaga.
Silver Sports.
Phobia.
Silver Sports.
Silver
Sports.
Ugaga. Chronicle in the Dubai.
Silver Sports.
Papa, Mamenko Pierre Konabedier. Pierre Konabedier. Was Fatao Dauda la visité du club du Cana. Quoi la paix, moi en paix, oublie-moi, moi Dieu, soit bédi là-bas. Dieu merci. Player B, former Blaster goalkeeper. Fatao Dauda. People know Pierre Konabedier who moi say. Was it Team B? I was Ghana have a sign. Okakwa so say money yamenko.
Silver Sports.
And
was it Fatao that the Team B was Ghana? I think see person sign. Was sign a yepa. Okakwa so say money yamenko.
Okay.
Sana people ndiaba. Pierre Konabedier.
Silver Sports.
uka ko ntwa so a just has assignment there to so be sign
one are the show
who say
one are the show
me so people no kan ko ntwa so a so na me ka me na me de bibi show
so the tan in the treasure
a printing paper na dey aba place
okay mate
bra obenku ni fa so sele muntare waje Champions League why sollicité d'avoir Salajilama
Silver Sports
Olympics de Accra la pression de la Ghana ten la quoi Poupouye soit Mudier Mouvier sans colère Great Olympics what's my trauma go for you mutunel when has to be share for a World Cup sollicité d'avoir na Dubai atrama
Silver Sports
tunnel do has in kwa be boy na offer the World Cup teams in kitwa nyina shi Olympics 2-0 1-0 3-1 2-1 do has in kwa so ma fa
Silver Sports
at the match na has suro
apu salajila ma to atrama ko fa shi mu 2-0 anu dwe nyina ti mo ba gi 2 edu so ne has be boy offer the World Cup. Bon, tout cas, pour les voici club du Ghana, l'endemmois militaire hôpital. C'est pas bon. Monsieur l'accord, les légat, petit l'accord, dis-moi. Vous avez fait faire sur le modèle de un empire.
Silver Sports
first. You don't want to be League is one at that first.
I don't be able to league it. I don't division 1.
Okay, so I repeat it. Okay, what's saying?
Your division 1.
And maybe I say a large. Do you kind of maybe I say?
What's say? TDO, Club du Ghana, l'endemmois militaire hôpital. C'est pas bon. Monsieur l'accord, la légat, petit l'accord au dis-moi. Wasim for you first year omudei e aduru anasem paibo
onso wadi kan me ate say club du Ghana e hwan kotoko na me te league nso enti sa no kot Peter, before we take leave of you, I have this question popping up several times on our Facebook page that I should ask you. Do you follow the Ghanaian Premier League?
I'm sorry to say I don't. I wish I did, and it's to my shame that I don't. But unfortunately, I can only follow so many football tournaments and competitions, and I struggle to keep up with many of them in Europe. And so I'm sorry that my reach doesn't quite get that far.
My main country, you say. So one shall Comoros, and my niece Ghana. Obey Debbie. 90 cat, Mpachoti you. Say, Nana Kufado Crabana, I sank Wafa phone. No, I fracket, Mosem Pamucho. Say, come oh, yes, Comoros, Debbie, Comoros Montreal, so Mamma coach in my Odia Cabia Metrian uncle.
A different
Silver Sports.
My point is that Miller excuses, anyhow or back, it looks like no Obiantiano wait it. Open Jordan Makuno Madana.
Coffee 5 years development plan. Why 10 years they are two and no?
Oh yeah, 5 for man, Mona Modo World Cup 2006. No, I was saying 10 years.
Oh, the man died, never seen even year 1 of sa plan or the other one. Yet now development plan. Any about Kukum.
Silver.
I see team be minim Ghana houses Olympics here, so Omoko Dubai. Na Timuna Kwaku do Dubai na. Woma fadie no we look at a costume na amount for CF almost shoe jacket almost she woman tied no fadie na efe ena solicited the avoka say kan tidy efe nko na dress and party and KK din ko blaster captain.
Silver Sports.
Oh. Peter, before we take leave of you, I have this question popping up several times on our Facebook page that I should ask you. Do you follow the Ghanaian Premier League?
I'm sorry to say I don't. I wish I did, and it's to my shame that I don't. But unfortunately, I can only follow so many football tournaments and competitions, and I struggle to keep up with many of them in Europe. And so I'm sorry that my reach doesn't quite get that far.
My main country, you say. So one shall Comoros, a man in Ghana. Obey Debbie. Nancy Cat, Mpachoti. Say, Nana Kufado Crabana, I sank Wafa phone. No, I frecket, Mosam Pamucho. Say, Como, oh yes, Comoros, Debbie, Comoros Montreal, so Mamma coach in my Odia Cabia Metrian uncle.
Even a different
Silver Sports.
My point is that Milo excuses, anyhow or back. It looks like no Obiantiano.
Now tell me, I want to hear it from the Roma coach.
No, you tell.
You mean there should be penalties?
Come on. You know it, no?
No, you mean it, you should be penalties.
And you?
Which situation did you see should be penalties? I want to hear that from the Roma coach.
You didn't see
I'm not a normal TV reporter.
No, tell what you saw.
I couldn't see. I was sitting so far away, so you have to tell me.
Not even on the screen. You didn't watch it after the game.
So you meant the referee took it away today?
Of course.
And what about Bodø/Glimt today? Was that any surprise how they come today?
They are a good team. They have good players. They had 2 shots. They scored 2 goals. The result was 2-2. We had 2 penalties. We had 4 or 5 more chances to score. That's the game.
Bit warmer today, boss. But how do you explain the game today here in Stadio Olimpico?
Look, the referee has to explain, but they don't speak.
What did the referee do wrong?
Did you watch the game?
Yes, of course, but I want it from you. You see it from your point of view.
You tell.
Now tell me. I want to hear it from the Roma coach.
No, you tell.
You mean there should be penalties?
Come on. You know it, no?
No, you mean it, you should be penalties.
And you?
Which position did you see should be penalties? I want to hear that from the Roma coach.
You didn't see
I'm not a normal TV reporter.
No, tell what you saw.
I couldn't see. I was sitting so far away, so you have to tell me.
Not even on the screen. You didn't watch it after the game.
So you meant the referee took it away today?
Of course.
And what about Bodø/Glimt today? Was that any surprise how they come today?
They are a good team. They have good players. They had 2 shots. They scored 2 goals. The result was 2-2. We had 2 penalties. We had 4 or 5 more chances to score. That's the game.
Silver Sports.
During your last pre-match presser, you demeaningly regarded the African version of Euros AFCON as a little tournament. I think it's an insult to the players, it's an insult to the fans, it's an insult to the people, and it's an insult to the continent.
Stop.
I think you will
Stop. It's all good. It was not. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I don't know why you understand it like that. To be 100% honest.
That's what you said. I listened to the press.
Silver Sports.
Oh no, I know it. I know it. I know.
The continent in Africa.
But I didn't mean it like that. Okay, come on. Did you say what you say, and then I start what I want to say. If you are not finished,
Silver Sports.
Tell me what you want to say.
I'm done. I said I think you're the continent, and I apologize. That's it. I'm done. Yes.
So
thank you.
I'm really not. It was not even close, and not even my idea in my mind that I want to talk about AFCON as a little tournament, or about the continent of Africa like a little continent, not at all. So what I meant is, because people said, and if you watch the full press conference, then you might have, if you wanted to understand it the right way, you could have understood it the right way, because they said there's no international break anymore until March. And I said, oh, there's a little tournament in January. And I didn't mean a little tournament, it just mean like you say it.
Clearly upset. Chilwell floated towards Timo Werner. In Kai Havertz, who is around Ederson, and Havertz scores for Chelsea. It's a royal blue moment for the would-be royals of Europe.
Chelsea have won the Champions League. 9 years after the first one, the famous old trophy is heading back to West London. Blue is the colour in Porto tonight, and Chelsea are on top of the world. Warm embrace between the two coaches.
Silver Sports.
Kai Havertz is being absolutely mobbed by the Chelsea players. It was his goal in the first half. It's missing out to be the decisive moment. What a night for Chelsea. Stadium Manchester City, who didn't quite have it tonight. It's a terrible end to Silver Sports.
Silver Sports.
Silver Sports. Well, you might get your phone in a chain and I'll pay about 798.3 FM. So, a browser, you're a Jumedia fan of Silver Sports and about between now, because it's about known to Apamo stories in Inana Ebaba, Yabakram and Asusha, the latest of from Sudia Mao. Now, one said the Amanism is Sitian Sani Babarum Elfie. Now, if some dear say now, King in Amuna for latest happening in Ano, now your Sandy and no and Swababa so at the amount. This is your Jumedia, your fan of Silver Sports live on Silver 98.3. Tune in radio, Jumabet Monitai, and I make us a modern Ghana, so Okon Mabet me and live now. When your chance, and so I'm on it. Momo Besamo share via YouTube, so I Silver FM Ghana, and so our YouTube, and so Wobet me monitor, I Silver Sports and Anope, and I'm from a cast Facebook, I Silver TV, and a Silver 98.3 from Oba. What Darama, all I keep page in the Riana Fewashe. Now a message and also contribution number so the Baring what they are told page and so you're back in messages no more and I don't pay and so at your mouth.
Silver Sports.
Now I'm ready. I could even say about over to the entire production team in cafe. I'm a Jaffoning now, so over to Bia and I don't pay. Our Braya come on, Jumadi in the air banner, dear Yebusa. I know, and so I am a teaser before you become foreign, and so Abba and say. So Muntari Abba House of Folk. And maybe a chum, your baby player, your friend Charles Taylor, Emma from House of Folk join it. Aya Koroko. Now, Oko Facebook, no, so I share a kebe pini, I'm a bit me at the and I feel Twitter, so no, you make you post out to our Twitter, JB sending you know, say the biggest transfer ever to happen to Ghanaian football. Aya Deha, Sule to us, and I say Charles Taylor to Kotoko.
Silver Sports.
Fancy Yamiadum.
And then they okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Minimum 2-3 minutes. The biggest transfer ever to happen to Ghanaian football.
Between
Silver Sports.
Taylor, Sule Muntari. Well, Muntari a big player or coming with a big profile, big personality on the field of play, hugely successful. Waje FA Cup in England, Waje Cup competition in Italy, Waje UEFA Champions League, Waje the Serie A, which is a league title. Into or well decorated. Into the profile no and a baby rim. Charles Taylor was much more of a conqueror on the local terrain. Champions League, league titles, FA Cup, and was a big name player on the domestic front. The context of question I will be saying is transfer Nimudian and Nesopa.
Yes.
Good. Now Muntari to House of Folk, in as much as personality the
Silver Sports.
Transfer Nensusa, because one, where Muntari since 2019, Bobia. So he's coming as a free. Basically, he's coming in with an element of surprise. Oh, hey, sir, Muntari no njai bobo. Intinidina no wono. When you pick Muntari, when you prime Muntari, or Bo World Cup, yes, or free World Cup by na or Babira House of Folk team name. And to bet me a Muntari, they say to me, the most high profile signing at the Ghana Premier League now witness the most high profile signing at Ghana Premier League now witness. But Charles Taylor to Kotoko from us, fancy it was big. Naso, oh, across board, almost everywhere. Charles Taylor, to me, I think that Osesa, what it means as regards transfer in Ghana. The bars around it, the controversies around it, how are you treating it was everything. Your local league, no, say a top player. It was synonymous to, say, Luis Figo to Real Madrid from Barcelona. And I said Ronaldinho or one the prime. It was Spain. Bobasa, Ginidine, Ronaldinho say or call Real Madrid. Check the buzz around it, the controversies around it, and even the amount that will be involved. Into Charles Taylor from House of Folk to Kotoko. A bigger than Muntari to us. Muntari and any. Oh, hey, your former Blaster player, Bibo, F. But then so
Silver
Taylor
Sports.
from Kotoko has to Kotoko. Taylor Diano. Hey, yeah, things that there was a hairstyle, Charles Taylor Bonitino. So hairstyle became popular. The number of people who paid attention to Taylor moving from Haas to Kotoko, the streets of Kumasi, anyhow almost so mu. Oh, coming who play a beer, what transfer from any club, whether foreign or local, about a local club in Ghana. Enya sa attention no, enya sa coverage no, enya sa kind of prominence no than Charles Taylor there no. Enti Charles Taylor there ne bru muntari dia su bebre. E bru muntari dia su bebre. Even how Kotoko omo cover how Kotoko e bon hu dewro. How Kotoko esi peje mu as regards on science Charles Taylor. Fato to the has
Silver Sports.
So when I catch all day, they say, Kotoko component signing Muntari, I forget so you're free agent, no. And can we Messi and a big Taylor Diano? Oh, fancy. It was he became an idol. People worshipped.
Okay, Mate.
So basically, where to me,
the biggest transfer is to Ghana, Yembo Nimuye. From Taylor
in the Premier League.
Eba Kotoko.
Yes, no brainer. When Kweni Sanki, you can't want some crab on across Wako Pijaba.
Sir.
Oh, any Sanki discuss way. Charles Taylor from House to Kotoko.
No, Ote, Suli personal trainer and can.
Oh, Jaimun. Listen, Muntari Geno or a big profile
Silver
player.
Sports.
But Muntari to House of Folk and a Jan to Legon Cities. Me say them who different.
Well, Mate, me da say, my main king messages in the Facebook now. Yem fa cross no be 2 minutes now. Yem fa foreign news and so mau. A voice in the fache me. I'm say niya da jekra. Tournament in start ya bre into fa voice in the cheme. Na for John on Facebook can say Charles Taylor the man. A fair way of fair Eric and Nyanseni on Facebook can say Charles Taylor be the king of the best transfer in Ghana. A fair Samuel Atom say Taylor to Kotoko. And I'll be Morgan. Our Facebook can say or Kwama Charles Taylor. Kwame Winchester on Facebook says, I agree with Mike. Charles Taylor to Kotoko is the greatest of a Charles Taylor is the man, says RGX the name. And Ponsan Lawrence on Facebook can say, good morning, fancy. One of Eric Nansen say Charles Taylor to Kotoko is the biggest. And a junior or say Kwame despite. Was say please fancy who's the new Blasters coach? Menu miru nyina de atete na ye no a ye twen so be confirm sana esi etie. Wo winso eye Dopers Ghana na ya West to say good morning fancy. I'm na ya West to watch you live from NASCO Fashion at Tonso, Mississippi. Charles Taylor's transfer is the biggest of all time. Good morning to Nana Tabia, GH and Prince Ousu. I feel Lawrence Techi say Charles Taylor is nowhere near Muntari's transfer. When see a super Kali to say good morning fancy. You love an airborne inside old Miami Swami. Happy birthday to the King CL7 and Sulamuntari's transfer has far made Yanum quiet. Collins Daniel was say Charles Taylor was hot cake by the time. That makes his move to Koroko the biggest transfer news. Afiam Pasawa Wilson so say Wako Eddie Ama Ore fan say Charles Taylor. Black Kevin who say Muntari the man. Sports God. Good morning, happy belated birthday goes to my lovely nephew Kobe. And our day, yes, we know, and so that buy.
Say Charles Taylor transfer from Haas to Kotoko Nekayenda. A bet trended for Twitter 1 week. Me come the show. Me say Charles Taylor transfer from Haas to Kotoko. Ayenda Twitter social media Argentina. Bet trended for 1 solid week. We can't come declare Charles Taylor Day. The beautiful Charles Taylor Day. Charles Taylor Day Okumase.
What 0552 944 922 0552 944 922 and a 0200 773326. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Penny your first and I guess free. Yansa Poetio.
I can't make any sense. I will be more how. A couple of less as someone my credit and not buyer. Chatria near TBC or transfer saga or football more than how. Chatria near big saying in Teridiano.
Okay, here I see. Hello. Hello, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Your first and I guess free.
Silver Sports.
to me, the Chancellor from us to Kotokone bigger than a Muntari coming to us.
Okay, yeah, I say that one so bad. So, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Fancy Dimaya.
Open your frost and I got some free.
Silver Sports.
Yentiwe.
Still tell again, the Muslim Taliban. Then time now, Chancellor General and also put Jeffrey Chamber, and I know a hot cake and the Muslim Taliban will go over 1.5 years, Chancellor.
Okay, yeah, I say. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Fancy.
Open you didn't be a free.
I shall find out the Hamlet as a free. I have already also.
What have you?
Silver Sports.
Okay. And to me, because my entire can't Taylor for the time I will move from House of Fruit and Kotokono, so much more across Switzerland. I put in on harm on a okay, the South and a Champions League, a treble winner as a Black Star to material now or banner. The Clouds nation is meeting a BBC, any other international portals are also record advantage to move. But Chastela, Chastela was a local champion and also often before after that, how the transfer is flat. Even idea advantage to master the football, master for the football. Okay. The Klaus within master jurisdiction of master.
Yate, yeah, full from Ra. Hello, good morning.
Silver Sports.
Hello. Hello, Kola.
Hello, Fancy.
Yes, sir, yet you.
Hello.
Yet you can yet you.
Good morning, Fancy Rashid in the Sokoba and Palmy.
Yentiwe.
Hey, I said, Michael Kaidi, I said, Messi was a one walk and yet I still around in the now. Hey, I want you. Where did I fancy? Beam, with the Sulemontari. Ah,
okay, yeah, I say. Hello.
Hello, Fancy, good morning.
Yes, sir, Penny, yet you.
Your friend Ben Powell and make us a free bomb food.
Yentiwe.
Chastela ne Muntari den did. That is my kind difference in so cry.
Silver Sports.
Chastela back Kotokono. Has no Kotoko sana. Transfer na itimi abem. Muntari did. There will be a year and Muntari about has. And the transfer na ubi acquired expected. In Muntari was actually be 3 years. And the difference will cry.
Okay, young fellow chat to now for young call foreign and hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Friends, morning.
Obeni Josie, you now chat to.
Friends, that any man's grace.
All right.
Friends, I want to say, yeah, play our UEFA Champions League. Walk away cup. AJ Italian League. Just an achievement, you know, born in analysis and work, achievement, you know. You need to know you need to watch it. And so now they are comparing whether the Chastela they are comparing fine no AJ Champions League has. But would you for Africa Champions League compare Europa Champions League, Italian League, walk away cup.
Okay. Yeah, young fancy na young go foreign and right for foreign na yaba to so and so for young come on about Twitter hashtag na Silver Sports and no probate me do tweet aba yaba can right after foreign news am na Facebook no so no Silver TV and a Silver 98.3 FM na no pay obet me and so edo messages na ato obana like page na wa share na fe messages abeso de ban nyina no odi ato and so edi aba yaba can and so ama young come you free foreign ba na dia kan nyina no so aba yaba be tia betwafo no nyina kan this Silver Sports Live on 798.3. Yakwaba.
Silver Sports.
Right, into your criminal name, now the foreign news are 12 so the man yet for an annual pay update in and so our prime fan to say latest I will transfer one sir and some other can annual pay one sound so back and watch it. You better run our Jumedia fans Afcon and I just according to car from us one more canning. I was at third place game about Sunyami watching my main fan to say final game and some team Egypt and a team Senegal. One Afcon 2021 one also Ediasin Nassau Mohamed Salah. About gadget the Pharaohs Amomaji, and I said, your man is Sadio, and about gadget Taranga Lions, Ama, Niakanasa Senegal, and some Naja Adias woman also update in Nano, Yadema, Yachel for another per matches outdoor, and also Nabaso and Epiaquay, as a football and so mainstream Europe, as a Basuba Kabium. Now, my main fan to so gram as our Germania, and what German bonus league, I'm came in a Barcelona, Jetters a head tabel and Omotinafie, and some about 1-1 editor Saida, your father's a boom, almost started game. Anna Ishak Balfordale and some about first go Adama Saida, your father's a head tabel and Emma Brentena, they didn't add a Sebastian Porter and some Abatekano and some Adama Boom and was a player and a restore a dear kind of parity and some Adama Boom Omotimino and what would say started Pibe Bobakua, your father's a myself for game match in the start Laurent Valadrom. Now Adabaqua and one is almost started match 11 minutes. Now Bobo covers Angers and some Asha team and Olympic Master 2-0 and after 11 minutes now supporters and watch it and some in course our style around for a drum now Baba Sabia Masaba Belususa game and Chakra and I got just Milik 18 minutes and some Abate Bako and what goal a branch here your father's a guest in Ashaya and some other Masa game as Ababa to level pack now just I want to first have now and about some Masa Timino and some Abate Kamani 2-2 one more come second half I got just Malik Abashari Tosumiansa Akadios Malik Esado Sosuma Enra and also acquire fourth goal and some other Masa Timino and a St. Goose Unda and some other Baku and so Adama Saita your father son some Ayamasa Enra from 2 goals down one petition 5-2 Archers and game and one Ajono and also let me basso and what my main friend to so Cospena Spormera Division one game about Unas Unal Enra and some other first goal and some other Mayeta Fetimino and watch Unas Una Konano and some Nasabo second goal 2 goals Ninano and so Abania your father son some Archers and first half and to Unas Unal and some Archers when you go and some other Martino and Seneba game with Carlos Alena and some other Bacosa Suntanua Jetafe Esha 3 and some Levante Bobokono one more to me and to be calling some Afonso Paraso and my main friend to some game and some Nabaso Enra Minimsa we are Manchester United supporter Abrante Paya no Emsano Poka Roshan you may one support Nepo now and my catcher say many Johnny Tim as other Raphonic Mate say rotation I draw because so only Bobokua your father's a medals by airport game maybe a summer and your father's FA Cup I was our man Kodanum Ajabibo getting the Okobaya and Manchester first quarter when we started game out of my side your father's United I feel to me Kasem manager and was the side of traditional I have 4-2-3-1 goalkeeper your father said in Henderson and on us I came a Barcelona was starting match and some our post and watch about Diogo Dalot, Rafael Varane, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Paul Pogba, Scott McTominay, Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho, and I see Ronaldo. One more and then manager Farsa Ralph Reinik and almost start match Basso Enra. Now first half now Ronaldo the Teresa woman a penalty. Ronaldo Kunkum Ababajanacha because make us say and now play Ronaldo birthday and then I see Ronaldo and you're 37 years in Tinkawashana and one at all. Now just and can I'm a birthday now smooth Bema Kunkum akwakɔgyina bɔ no akyi wonua ma bɔ no so na kyɛ sɛ ɛm sɛ namu baabi kora wasɛe deɛ no ama gyamensa ka no sɛ hyɛre akɔbɛma me Ronaldo Tema na wɔsɛ penalty sɛ nsɛm no a na amanfoɔ akwakɔtwa na ɔmɔma akwakɔtwa kyerɛ yɛsɛ wani adwumadi a yɛsɛ ɛyɛ bachelor party ɛne ba so ɛne wɔnadwo na ɔmo bachelor party no yɛsɛ ɔmɔma hyia kyɛ sɛ ɔmoyɛ bachelors no wɔma akɔtwa kyerɛ $1,000 sɛ ɛnua game ɛbɛba so Ronaldo ɛnso ɛbɛhyɛ goal etita bɛba so refa ball bɛ pepe wɔgye penalty Ronaldo kɔfa ball bɛgyinagyina no ɛm sɛ bachelors nim sɛ daagye ba bɛsi ɛnom ɛna wohwɛ wɔ Facebook no so no na wɔn nyinaa yɛ ready kyɛ sɛ mɛma wɔn so wɔyɛ bachelors bra $1,000 ɛna dakyire wɔnua maaso ana adeɛ na sɛyi na kyɛ sɛ ɛm sɛ wɔn ne ketewa kɔ akɔgye kɛseɛ wɔyi sɛndema mi na mi nsɛndema o ɛwɔ bɔ owurɛ fɛn sɛ Ronaldo ɛnso akɔsɛ saa penalty na wohwɛ ɛwɔ Facebook no so tɔn mo nyinaa atwa do a party kɔ so amanfoɔ hwehwɛ bi amanfoɔ atwitwatwa bobi na kita ne nsa ne wine ɛnso ɔkyɛ sɛ ne glass mu no wɔtwɛn so wonua no bɛtu no akyɛ sɛ $1,000 no ɛbɛda ne sika bebree na ɔma akɔ akɔyi wonua maaso ana kyɛ so wasɛ penalty no ne nyinaa akyi Jadon Sancho ɛnso ɛbɛbɔ first goal na ɛmɔde ma Manchester bɔ no ɛno a first half no na ɛwɔ soro na soro nyina akyi second half ana kɔba sɛ Matt Crooks a wɔsi akan ɛnso ɛdema Middlesbrough ɛnso ɛbɛkyɛ kama game no ɛyɛ 1-1 na deɛ kyɛre sɛ ɔmokɔ extra ankoye ɛma penalty shootout no Manchester efiri mu 7-8 ɛdema Middlesbrough ama mɛka sɛ Middlesbrough team no wɔn ana advance ɛde kɔ anim na ɛno penalty pass no aberanteɛ wɔn sɛ one man one Malta Harry Maguire Fred, C. Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Scott McTominay, Diogo Dalot, woman in our Boshe, Anthony Elanga, and of course, the penalty, Wuka Middlesbrough, Patrick McNair, Martin Payero, Jonathan Holsen, Marcus Tavernier, Suleiman Bamba, Duncan Watmore, DR Fry, Anna Lee Peltier, woman a shot penalties now, and some other matches at Middlesbrough, and I came about Suntiaka Senano Pino, Manchester from a free FA Cup. Now, one of my dear says, Man City, one some supporters in here. I tell Man City for supporters. Can you say Manchester United call 5 years without a domestic trophy. Woman to the last 5 years, Manchester brought domestic trophy. Woman to be a woman also. Nelson, some 5 years down the lane. And I said 5 year period, Man City domestic titles, woman Jamakuma could 10. 18 Man City for so much as Mosoria, Anna noisy neighbors, Anna the blue half and at the end and some see any day don't can say this is in Premier League FA Cup Moncaho and about just a Carabao some of him just a final Chelsea and Liverpool and the domestic title Passabia Ubenya Jim of fear say Manchester mu confused Munyabi as some fear period women Man City Jamakuma 10 and the dear woman also a Breno and some Manchester Numa and also across our Brenano Peno and I updated them. I tell for sure like me mouth picture me now say oh jama ya show funny ya tell for because Bernardo Silva and one on some and the crama air walk na Bernardo Silva and the crama air walk and jama second say maybe no crash so but time na game no go so air so our Old Trafford no when we say Middlesbrough one supporters no na omo chante na chante ni nyadam se ya atemdidie enso ko adema Man City fo no e wo Old Trafford je ba ko ne se ankelim san kebi be yisu Man City enso ade achi ade ayeboboku a ye fa say United fo na mom eno a report to me se kan se chante ko so ni nyina no asena akotia boboku fa se Man City na unum se before some match na ba so report to me se kan se Bernardo Silva enso ana Middlesbrough omo supporters a na omo ba Manchester kronimu enya chance ekwayi mfonyini na mfonyini nyina na ma wo so am se be ma o shaida na wo se bia sana je be se akwaya se no boy no enso aye walk our town woni ne kraman anana chese nam a chese omontom pasa 99 mu a ana ba se Middlesbrough wo supporters no be to China wo so ana reference Bernardo Silva enso nakwayi mfonyini e wa Bernardo pay no eno aye update from aso ye enso na te e ba sansam nyina no ye te am ye te for e wo show no so na wonum se report to am se can say wabra basu and one player your fans Anthony Elanga and a cost penalty no say same anyansu so our point so and after second the crown na play so musi Akanama United bebenano akwa Fred nom you say Ronaldo and then Sam Atunu Kwamu akwa so we dia nipa one say penalty da and there will be almost penalty bi da unse bi da na so bi da nkwa de dey beduru ba bi no also say bi to buy no and the crash on my way ahano ama manager fansa rafwane karba to just say penalty there will be able to me asen obi an say the akoda no asem nwura ho aches akoda no wabubu akoda no disappointed say Kobas and was penalty no ono so akwa say no na etini ba ko ewom and say Enwa wabra marriage before babetu omuka no amanfo so born a handball entina sanka free assistant referee eje foul ni kwa sanka goal estante na marriage bra wo mu coach ye fare Chris Wilder ana Wilder say on one kasa kware straight away no jidi e baso born a handball but referee anye de na eje pass and a goal and also magina enwa na adwuma na so ma marriage bra and some qualify to opposite number e de ma coach ye friend Ralph Rangnick and Chris Wilder and a Chris our coach at my marriage say I don't care no for say be a bonny handball but I ain't quante nanya Jim tama coach you find a running cow post match and manager say want to say on one cast and one where is appointed say Kobas and you man create and from a club you find say Manchester United BM and some and game no nanka Manchester bet me the first half na yeah but just a match in the first half na no nanka Manchester to mission 2 and I say be a 3 because there's chances there when say be enwa pa and a coach and say we full some Manchester for I had so goal am cross the enwa no nanya say enya dia we san ka finish e ma goal e gina na do be so kan nyina no sa de no men come and into crash over so ball player nsa no na accidental e dia no accidental agena bonsa na we say Bobby to say no sabi who ya free assistant referee say obetro nyansa ama no say be ageno and some aye foul and I say be anya foul was straight away no sanka referee age foul at Manchester na so referee ama goal agena no and one power disappointed say no Manchester for equal zoo gamer and also about so post match and a manager for Ralph Rangnick at the Tuja.
Terribly disappointed, all of us, the players, the staff, everybody. This was completely unnecessary. We should have killed off the game in the first half. Could easily have been 3-4-0 in the first half. I think we started extremely well, played well in the whole first half. Our movements, the tempo of the game was exactly what we intended to do. But it was only 1-0, and then a goal like this can always happen, although it shouldn't have happened. Not from our perspective, because we didn't defend well. We were too open in that counter-attack situation. But in the end, it should never have given the goal. I mean, for me, it's incredible that it stood. It was, for me, a clear handball. I wouldn't have even not needed the VAR, I think. This should have been seen by the referee himself. But at the latest, the VAR should not have given that goal.
Manchester for manager Fanasa Ralph Rangnick can out test and ano peno what didn't some you know children to abaso chose enwa now sanka referee Anthony Taylor and was upon I found new sanka goal estante and the big news a woman and send I see Ronaldo birthday and also penalty and now you can say Manchester Frimo 5 years in here nyari Manchester bet me ajadia you Fanasa domestic title and I update from as well and so I tell bana say report to me say can say from enwa te bana na enkomodia kuko soma news no start say ebana am say covid adaroma and ma FIFA mpere for quarter sanity dia yema kwan na 5 substitutions anya djuma amanfo be so e was baso ni ade uko Premier League man ka so far me ye say omonko na say 5 substitutions in the Premier League and pese omo be use na de eba no say nyame ya no next month meeting ababa so meeting I was baso ni nyina no aye 3rd March 2022 and mpere for kwakwa meeting no report on second say 5 substitutions from one shot eba any aba betena eba be stay e wa braba be count say free no kro yebo ball substitutions na anya miensa na momo no adenum abetimi ay 5 eno ay meeting na nyame ya doma 3rd March abetimi aba so amomo shamre e wo game no my from say ifab no anso abetimi aba betuka wonum sa brother say Antonio Conte manager na ay Tottenham for manager me catch eno say wasu Rodrigo Bentancur anso ɛne ne mantena ka no nyina bɛyɛ available na sɛdeɛ no ɛsɛ wɔ prema kyase na manager yi ɛsa boys mmrane so wonya Kulusevski ɛbɛnya Bentancur a bra ɛm sɛ wode additions ana aba no na ɔgyiri ɛba sɛ wei no ɛbɛ pay off ɛwɔ bra ɛbɛ take time Tottenham bɔbɔkɔ no bɛsɔre ɛnso ɛde adwom no nso ma nneɛma nyinaa no ɛnso ɛstarte sɛ ɛbɛsa akɔkama ɛde ama tim no na Antonio Rudiger a yɛka no asɛm ɛna no pɛi Chelsea foɔ no ɛnso ɛbɛso wɔ ɛstɛnte Rudiger ɛyɛ obi a bɛsi na ɔnsane contract no amanfoɔ ɛkanka bi asɛ boy no mɔdɔbɔ wɔ soro mɔkɔ akɔfa Jules Kounde ɛde no bɛsika sɛ na moyɛ sɛm no bɛma Rudiger enti na sɛ ɔmoyɛ yɛ ma bɛtɔ dwa sɛ Chelsea mpanimfoɔ no mmom ɛnso ɛne mpɛ sɛ player yɛfa no sɛ Antonio Rudiger ɛbɛstay na sika a wɔdumande no ɛyɛ hɔ asɛ ɛyɛ somewhere near £200,000 a week afei wɔmaka enti asɛ yɛ adwuma report ɛba no sɛ Bobo Kra ɛfa no sɛ Chelsea ɛyɛ sɛ saa na ɛkyɛdeɛ a ɛna Rudiger ɛmmerɛ na ɔmagye £200,000 na ɔtwe no ɔnsan report ɛba no sɛ bɛsi nɛ Rudiger nso enka ane anase tabi ama kyerɛ sɛ me mensa ka insider enso abɛsɛ kyerɛ sɛ wanhwɛ ya Rudiger sign contract na Emma Chelsea because Madrid eba ɛgye so bɛka sɛ wonkɔ ɛno akyi clubs no bi ɛre sɛ ba mo nkyɛ mu ba ɛgye so bɛka sɛ wonkɔ ntɛgye sɛ bi asɛsɛi deade no akwakwade gye sɛ ne ma sesa deɛ ɛnyɛ sa pa deɛ asɛm no sika no a na Antonio Rudiger ɛdumante no Chelsea ayɛde so mo bɛtua ne mom no report a meme sɛ ka no sɛ Antonio Rudiger this time ɛnso asesa no adwen ɛnom update ɛba meka kyerɛ sɛ Julian Alvarez ɔno ɔdi ne birthday no ano yɛwɔ Argentina for Campa Man City ɛnso ato akɔta no na Guardiola ɛno anadwo no wɔ sɛ you want to just say Akwadana, woman turn no because we are ball on the River Plate. No, was it Julian Alvarez? Ayobia, and no more dear, and no me and Sasebi on all about 4-3-3. No, and no more me and San on 15 pana Akwadana pay. Nasa Oberson, a boy, Ayobian, Bono Bar. Just say a dream a player was a young friendship go or the Akwadana Baba enter your back Mubohuno and watching Serbia movement or anymore and Fifina of Benkum a Benny Faso Finifaso Benkum Swatchaba Serbia your Pia Bama damn defender Benkum the Frank Quine with the Faso oh Nipa Bakum Yanumi Sasu Natchez and Umomina Tamanino Uchi SB Ewo TV game and what be other players Adama near Canasa Aya Omoyonku players our game no more. I was Julian Alvarez a trainer kasa aya juma pa into the Serbia when you 4 or 5 meters bina movement across a boy no bar when you who are judges Aquatano and some let me and many judges who are trained I'm a boy no swabber now Guardiola say one will be on your chum Wabaka Kwanacho say oh no new coaching career you know say with team and fan Serbia Becca so register 25 players and I said we will register 30 on no Guardiola out of the number of players we register no what Professor Anya Biadie players Emma Kumaku 15 and I said we are 16 woman your top players ne player bi akaka so obeka ma numbers apeja dabi woso no abrebia no pe 15 and as 16 top players e de adunu dwuma nyesa wontumi compete mane nyaye na da baso kan nyina se bia na de aka no enso mfra academy aba be suso mu a amane ma so aye kema report from inside kan sa wokai Carlos Tevez and maybe atwam be ball was time in Manchester money at say dem say kan sa Tevez ayobia obetumi akọ Major League Soccer anymore as of now report to me say kano and some others said DC United I'm gonna show interest our part mo na obetumi sign a contract until say current season abekọ na area our Major League Soccer anymore away and some DC United for no and some na you find say Carlos Tevez and I'm update about Sansem no yet MA to friend one Africa matches and about Sulemum your Premier League match back about 6 o'clock and I said about so Burnley our tough more I'm about game area to Watford way a Premier League match and so referee I found a Craig Paulson and about Kwakudi game no FA Cup games and lunchtime I Chelsea and a Plymouth and a ball and what my man fan to him saying Kidminster and so a body at West Ham United we been able to carry us Everton Brentford Asia and watch Man City Fulham a game about so na make us a Peterborough and some about Queen's Park Rangers Southampton and a Coventry Ebesia Wolves and Norwich a gamer about Cosuna Tottenham and some other Brighton so far we and a big game a weekend where FA Cup game no and also about me Baswa yet the update in a demo now my main front runners and a corner and a Saturday we call a La Liga big games games no wobenya baby research Tafico ne Rafael Falcao Osasuna ebebo e de che Sevilla e wa brand games and no and also abekoso nyame admo datena mamemfa ntuo no e wa brad ya menseka no seboboku a ye fa no so Barcelona women Atletico Madrid game enwa wi ameka che say woman assess full capacity no and some 100% emra na 100% eba meka che enwa wi say e be between 75,000 and some the Coco Senior ye fa no say no and so IHS 80,000 and omo betimi aba sa game and eba so na omo game no referee Yesus Gil Manzano and a best center referee Adama Barca woman Real Sociedad as our Camp Nou I game am the latest in no and some Adama Ayotena na watching Corona Robert team no woman so the fear and a Real Madrid and a Granada and the game watching about 8 o'clock and a Samatan Abacoso Antonio Migama Chulaho and a Bacoco gamer and also Abatoka and Roma and Genoa at 2 o'clock and area Oko Stadio Olimpica reference Rosario Abiso at center referee after Inter Milan our fear woman AC Milan Derby della Madonnina Ethiopia mo Mane Rafmo Ananya about 5 o'clock where I Derby game Ebaso Marco Guida and I'm a confirm so no and obey center referee Lazio Fiorentina and some about to say and a Fiorentina team one more fair, our bright said to some Vlahovic, a quack player, and some other Juventus Bobo Kuno, and no say free no matches outdoor or Quakosha, or more attention, and some across what tonight Sunday, Atalanta Kayari, 11:30, Anopam. And watching Venezia and in Napoli, 2 Otanaria and a Juventus and in Verona and some 7:45 and a second Abacoso, Wuko Germany and then. Matches out of Abacoso, now because Armenia Bellefoot, everybody at Chelsea, your fellows of Borussia Mönchengladbach, and watching Mainz New Frankfurt, everybody at Chelsea, they didn't let it TH Hoffenheim, Bobo Cavers of Bamunchen, about 5:30, and then you may woman lies the game, no, and some Abacoso, watching Yamea to my Dortmund, about Baufel Vakusina, where a game at 2:30 watching area, and a side game Abaso and Senna, say the fellows of Wolfsburg, woman some other group first, and switch me up, French League Champagne. And now Monaco, our star Louis Day, when everybody at Olympic Lyonnais, and a gamer or reference at Rabtu Baka, and some other Bakakudis game, no, what's now Oko France, big games in England, and some other Santuaso, Rene, and the breast. Rene for the Ebesia can breast, Miss Tim BD, and yet you can be from Nebesia, and some Libo Conwofie, and some our star Pierre Maroy, woman so any Paris Saint Germain, and so came the Abbas, our price 7:45 Rotina, woman so much in Ebetimia Basua, and I update Eba Macachos and Derby della Madonnina, and some game Abbas Inter Milana, woman at Bohom Simone Zagi, coach and or Casapi, and German second Samir Handanovic, and a best starting game on our post no more. Na Meraskrinia, Stefan de Vrij, and it's Alessandro Bastonimo, and a Bachelor, Obenya Danzo Dumfries, and watching Nicolo Barella, Bachelor Brozovic, a bunch of Vanessa Kanchala Noglu, and the China former team, Ivan Perisic, and then Jeku, and Lautaro Martinez, as of now, women are bunch of the second, sir, on the best starting game in Cameron, and watching Mike Mena, Abbas Dabos no more, Ajama a similar to Calabra, Ebabon, Kalulu, Ewom, Alessio Romagnoli, Nom Afe, Tio Hernandez, Omu Complete back four, Ajama Milan, Ayadesa Ismail Benasai, Sandro Tonali, Alexis Salemaikes, Obanya Frank Kessier, Rafael Liao, and Olivier Giroud, because Makacho and Rasa, who refers to Ibra, and you're available for Sad Derby Gamer, and some Abasun to Womumiano, and I just as Sasa, Womu start and a game Abaso. Now, what is so similar, almost honest, you Gordon Singer and your Paul Singer and just Elliot Fono na Elliot Group only says a similar report on the second so Rebecca. Your fellow Gordon Singer report on the second sender Gordon about Stadium about San Siro our brasa Derby game about Surinano on us about the Pebiasha or your owner and so a similar team tenor Gordon Singer Paul Singer metes a Gordon and about Stadium Honda a similar football interior one more Lazio about almost some Doria and so as of now report on the second say Lazio game so far almost 20,000 ticket some Doria game as of now almost ton 6,000 ticket ɛno ɛyɛ update ɛba Inter Super game we are ɔmo game ɛwɔ away ɔmo kɔ Estadio Diego Armando Maradona na ɔmo ne Napoli ɛna bɛbɔ Napoli bɛbɔ home report on second sem FIGC Federazione Italiano Giorgio Calcio yɛsɛ mpanyinfoɔ no sɛ ɔmo mpa asɛm biara saa match Inter football we are ɔmo ɛba kyɛsɛ away aba bɛbɔ to Napoli no ma Inter supporter baako mpo ɛni akyire ma adan anom sɛ hwɛ na bɛyɛ 4 years ago 2018 ano ya morafi Inter football home amene Napoli supporters nyame nkwanka bia ka be chen se de covid ade nipa koye entwom mpasem wo munim se Inter Milan supporters ni di akire ba wa ha de be se anya atopa enti omum mpasem ni ntino sa match no Napoli e wo fie to Inter Milan anya de so ma Inter Milan supporters ni bi enso ababenya match ni bi ahwa eno aye update e ba sansem ni nyina no ye de ema ye tifo ene enso anopai e wo show no so na mame mfanto no so wura ye fa Zavi, Yamiya Motina, big game Abbas our Cam New. Now my cousin Piatro, me catch no across Ebi Aubameyang and Ferran Torres aba startina Adama Traore and Asebia Dembele. Woman the back cross so my catch sorted Dembele di Abema. Send me catch Kobe Sebia na Otini me catch say coach ne de o man kwana ntena ho. Now Jiska na omobo Derby NC. I was saying now so faso na je say the Eba no say from Enwa Jam Dema ni nyina no. Wouldn't say asem na omo Enwa womunya chance everything say Barca for training na. And also about our Ceuta Esportiva ni nyina no. My men fan to them say Zafi. And so I try Adama Traore Nifaso Ferran Torres Force 9 Ousmane Dembele Benkum so ɛhɔ no ɔpɛ na yɛ ɔtry no report to ban say Uko Barca for set up ni ma upfront anim hɔ deɛ Ferran Torres ɔno nkwa na yɛ say ɔyɛ guaranteed starter our match against Atletico Madrid anymore. Na Adama ebetumi nya many options say bia wɔkyena game no ɔno so ebetumi astarte enti Aubameyang gadia no ebia Uba ebetumi afi bench aba ana say bia Uba bibia ebetumi asi person say the Zavi aso abaso ni nyoma na ne nyina no say efa benkuma ebehu efa ni fa ehu efa finfin so asa enti emfa no nyame yad mo kyena play obe start e wani mo jama boss piano and you man so abetumi akokema enso ade ama site no na Martin Braithwaite osikani o sikabruta akwawe o na mo didi say investment on the Wi-Fi ya you discard man am for crash na Elio Messi nko ama ye jitum se Jawa Pique enso no ofifie mu yemu asika hodada bat am for fools akwawe kwa na hyene che owura ye fano se Jawa Pique na Braithwaite ni wato no ase Barca fano refinum na Braithwaite say on wo didi e ba se sa game e ba so na no bi an wo hware mu sa brabia no betumi nya biabo sa wo ye player aye game bi to say and make you and also and esa I'll make you into another game against Atletico about them panamo no or random so watching wo betumi nya match ni biabo na de tiano Washa matches ni bi at the free stance in my failure why ready say coach no penkwado obabo china supporters aba come new and so no more banning now nipa be 75,000 e kwese 80,000 no Martin Braithwaite say the best way ni nyina so china wo mo enwini sa game e game back I was so can be also wo mo share Braithwaite.
It's gonna be amazing to be with the team and be able to help the team again. 50 days is a lot for the players. It's not only for the players, for the fans, not being able to be in the stadium is a lot. So I think everyone they're coming back with a lot of hunger and desire to be in the stadium again. And in a big game like this is a game we just need to go and win, nothing else.
Yes, indeed, Martin Braithwaite and our tenant can a game on second Piazno, Barca for Ecofa win, and you can say FC Barcelona, and so control and also Molususa game. No, Martin, I don't know, and was a new signings as a some about Barcelona, or ever Buapa, or some of the competition ever Basaida. Your fans FC Barcelona ever Buatimo, now Leo Messi. Also, now me catch us the date man about Spain. I Zavi no dinner birthday. I know invite you also Bema Brannan in a copper restaurant to be at 90. One no penifone bit to say a busket mona just some cotton a restaurant to GT. I hono Matisse Yasilio Messi na catch a selfie. Sakotana, your friend Zavi Simons, I was in a kind, Adama PH, you know, Massavin Cotton and Fanny Mabium, or you'll be on body my bass and Cadano say, we'll first team and tell you PH or Koye, sign a situation in city. Gentlemen, second says Zavi by no Zavi a not just Sam, Abasa Crack of Fakotana, your friend Zavi Simons, and Yamiadama Sam anymore when you're going to be about for Eddie Masaida, your friend of Barcelona, Gentlemen, second so real friend of Messi. so two Zavifo because on boy no PSG I'm say be a messing happy with boy attitude say be a training nom and in your mabinti wo fu say Zavit no ba emwa and also na down for pa and is having 20 minutes Emma na down for no enko feli e wa bra say Zavi aye coach Adama Barcelona Ronald Araujo the Eban say Barca for some year in term because contract and them wabesan adetia nyina no demensa kan say Manchester United and Chelsea womu no report about say officer omodema Ronald Araujo Barca den enuru wa babia enti our some year in term answer Joao Piqué ya baba start season we empokra no a season before we and Piqué ba to just for about this season area oba retire because already one there you so retire international level a club and concentrate and the season we kuna we ya Joao Piqué ba retire I was on one side be to Ghana and somewhere baby somewhere last year abeka say o season we na be a coach I fan Xavi and shedan you be fan mai na obeso to so a one Piqué ba ready say kan be so beto so and some adema bossa na report on me say kan say boss and fan ya we say you season we Joao Piqué the likelihood so beto so adema side and fan some boss and some our from pa and timpanfono ya we say be a Piqué and some abeko and update and some nafi omaso ye and some na eba sensem no ye te emi to fa dia PSG abaso mo ye ene se kwan bia so awon so mo dis Zidane eba because already Makacho says Zidane there was sa Leonardo no ontimi no anya adwuma o Makacho so ne Carlo Ancelotti coin onu na Emery nyantoka woni kese Thomas Tuchel enya kasa ano na no yamne betu dwa se wa sha se odi akọ Leonardo so na Leonardo anase Leonardo no mom adi akọ Pochettino so ama Mauricio akọ komo kra se wonu ano PSG wonu a wo coach no wonim said adene be se akọ obusane se ne dache te se a woni hweka na bebenafo center kwana sha se na bema coach no every club no mo na Makacho says Zidane there on person no be yadum onyobi ade se be asene Wenger ana Zinedine abetia se so be yadum de ma Paris Saint-Germain afi de ba no se PSG for be so mo ye sika na ukọ omaso ya say Mauricio ge 8 million euros a season ana time ana Zidane ayadum na Real Madrid no now ge 12 million euros a season afi de me say kan se PSG for no abe se omo ye ne say omo betua ache Mauricio Pochettino embo kwano omo be say tua enso ache time na manager ye fa no Zidane ayadum Adama Saida ye fa no Real Madrid amount na ne saka no omo be so omo tua no more than 12 million no abe entice oru na Manchester adwuma no what ya say ababe Adama Saida ye fa no sa Real Madrid no ay update of Zidane de no enso ane PSG de no enso eba sansam ni na no ye de ema ye de for ene anopai enso awo show no so biem report am saka no say Xherdan Shaqiri onse ba say wakache ne club no so munya na manenko ema Chelsea for ne kaso so onya deal na seskan ye nkwa no be jana manako ema ba so Xherdan Shaqiri beko aye majorly so kanam ni ajafei report am saka no say 7 million euros ebe piem obeko Chicago Fire na ofilion na no your ball yo no o say free akwa body ball and some awon here kan say majorly so kanam a Chicago Fire ana branch na ye fa no say Shaqiri and some abeko wonum say dem say kan so wura ye fa say Isa Hayatu tie no wabra nan kofu sanke bia beka bi amano jeba no say CAS court of arbitration for sport e dey atu dwasa Isa Hayatu on santranchen 1 year ban e dey free all football related activities so and after 1 year oru fa no say Isa Hayatu and some play free say bia football obesa de no akwakwachim anum update eba onum sa de na e beto dwasa Egypt ban ye oru fa no say His Excellency Fatah El-Sisi acha so no ayampanyi some Egypt no FA supporters by 2000 and about semi-final no yes we gidi ba sam and the good news and a buyer and abwamo mania your friends Egypt are qualify for final and to watching final match e baswa ye be send live commentary amanu nyina no report am me say kan so ko Egypt je nya no so o man panyu no aban no wo ma sunshine say aircraft bebre be ni flight in faso be na so maako 10 ɛwɔ sɛ 2 na ɛmfa wɔn ɛne nipa dodo ɛbɛtumi afa ɛna wɔn nyinaa nkɔ stadium hɔ na ɛna ebi bɛgyina abɔnten ayɛ dɛdɛ ni ade nso asopɔto Egypt a wɔn pɛ ɛnti meka sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ flight akɛseɛ maako 10 ɛfa nipa ɛfiri Egypt ɛde kɔ Cameroon sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ bɛboa ama wɔn support no ɛnso ɛmu ɛtumi apagya ɛno ayɛ update ɛbɛn na Egypt fo no yɛsɛ okɔ kurom wɔn mankasa wɔn bɔ wɔn national team doctors no ɛne ɛyɛ the entire team contingent no wɔn bɔ wɔn ba so paa because wɔn sɛ tournament wei Cameroon ɛde bi di wɔn tie na wɔn hyɛ nyinaa bɛtɛ Cameroon opponent no nipa mmiɛnsa wɔn ayɛ positive nipa 9 wɔn anya COVID kyɛ wɔn de wei kora de goalkeeper kora amedam wɔn nyinaa baako kora no yɛ available ɛma kyɛ sɛ player ɛna bɛda mu na wɔn bɛhyɛ Egypt no sɛdeɛ nkɔfo esi bɔ wɔn ho ban na wɔn ɛka sɛ Salah anya COVID wɔn sɛ hwɛ wɔn anya COVID wɔn kra obi fra Marone ɛna ɔbɛyɛ test ne ma Salah na meka sɛ no wɔn akɔ test wei ɛyɛ final game wɔn ne Senegal ɛna bɛbɔ Egypt wɔn say the entire team sɛ yɛ coach o sɛ yɛ staff o sɛ yɛ players o BNY were tested positive ɔmo nyinaa no ayɛ negative ama kyɛ sɛ no ayɛ good news a ɛba nti saa game no nsɛm no nyinaa no ɛna yɛ dɛm a ɔka mɛka kyɛw sɛ one match against Cameroon. Time I made a commentary now. Bonus 30 yana refugee bibina. Who coach no Carlos Cruz of Bunko toge. No pagan and Xavier no Koyamada or Bompire say Rade and to say that ball referee Sisia power to the boss is here. Namikasa coach will be the red card pay. When you first yellow and China second red, you know, and so and Chene among for say when the referee found a Papa Bakari Gassama from Gambia, one Omanian for phobia and coach Nasma Kokana say Omono was same from the start of the game. And Omusa referee no will be Sisi Bruta because Omaka protested. Now Jintia Manu coach no was a referee. Ebe Sisi Oma friends Egypt and say match na Baba Shasa Komunyan competition so Omo dressing room Omotiana sa kokoko. Omo bia referee anaba and when a referee started say we intimidate the entire team. Womo staff no nti anya no wanwa some komu control pitch na so na masani mani nyina so shase no so ekoso was say then started right from the dressing room and about intimidation and so about so nyame ya my final game ochina and so about so no South African referee the fan of Victor Gomez and ebedi and center referee I Victor Miguel de Freitas Gomez from South Africa, Zakele Tusi Granville Siwela, one from South Africa, line 1, line 2, Ayosuru Fatswani from Lesotho, line 2, Jean Jacques Ndala Ngambo, DR Congo, 4th official, reserve assistant referee, Oliver Safari Kabene, DR Congo, video assistant referee, Adil Zurak, Morocco, assistant video assistant referee 1. Aye Bushra Kabobi one of IHS assistant video assistant referee 1 and assistant video assistant referee 2 aye Zakaria Brinsi one aye Morocco ni one anabesha so amasa game no and some aye Kama final game there unim dada Saudi Reda Oma and Carlos Queiroz final game no on to me bench Emma Egypt Otuna and a World Cup qualifier aye against the same opponent and also aye Senegal first leg, you know, World Cup qualifier playoff. Now they say coach, and I'm betting at bench into Watchina. And no first World Cup qualifier first leg. The same Senegal, and Egypt. I'm standing up on 2 matches, and I'm coaching them into bench. Now and the 10th place game, everybody. So Bertrand Traoré was it Omura who pass game against Cameroon. Women to me and qualifying final no. Nemum amu 3rd place game ebo. I was saying Bia so women to me Genia ya kind of bronze medal. Women saying Cameroon man in the Bessensia and Tisana game Ebesako Bertrand Traoré.
Of course, we are really down, but there is a chance to go and get a 3rd place in this competition. We will try to speak to each other and keep our heads up, and then try to get the 3rd place. All the country was hoping for us to get through to the final and then hope for the first African trophy for our country. But unfortunately, we didn't make it. We are really down for ourselves, for our families, and for the country. But we will keep our heads up. We will try to go back to work, and we will try to bring back at least the 3rd place for the country, and then we will promise to go back to work and then try to come back stronger next time.
Yes, na just no I play fan as a Bertrand Traore, and I would tell you what is something and to try our penano pay no. I know I update ever quick one hour NBA Brooklyn Net, and so Elizu came out of my Utah 102, 125 a game about Swafe, make us a San Antonio Spurs and a 131 against 106 Editia Saida, and also a Houston Rocket and a Tima, and also a internal persons for no, and some Elizu came out of my Chicago Bulls and of Boston Celtics, and some Detroit as a game no, and also a Basso, my man fan to him say, Woko NBA, my own player back who say, are you on home? I know I Philadelphia. Yesterday, I'm about some fat James Harden. I don't know. Now, that's so free rocket. Eba, I Brooklyn Net. You know, the Eba say, Yamia, Duma, Yawada, and I trade. I'm a deadline. Now, Faye, may test a Brooklyn Net for no. I ready to say, I'm about discuss it. Say, possibly deal. Eba, so I'm gonna say, yeah, and James Harden. About me free net. I join the Philadelphia Sixers. I know I updated from us where and some at Eba last one where Giannis Antetokounmpo. Where I Antetokounmpo Busiano also my catch us all-star game in Ebaso. Mama starters, Mama reserves, and I just oh yeah, where so say the Ebano Sam Omontena, your fantasy skills challenge our NBA all-star no Matis Antetokounmpo and Memma Kentin Kamiensa, Giannis Antetokounmpo, one Tanasis Antetokounmpo, Omumiano our Milwaukee Bucks, and Alex Antetokounmpo, a bomb Adama G League Raptors 905. Omumian saying that the can say Omobe participate and some our skills challenge in our NBA all-star game no and also betting your pass our brand
Silver Sports.
When I am data yet Emma yet for live on Silver 98.3 Facebook on I Silver TV and a Silver 98.3 from Ninano on some betting I like page now messages and Abba Twitter hashtag and some I Silver Sports yaba quick nyaba be ho adwuma. Yes, inti yedi amano nisem na kwakoku yemra so na afabedwafo no ma so be that na Michael Asa reportu enso agye ni sit inti abeba so na yaba behwe na afi yedi diaka ni nyina no enso eti asoso na no pay mamenya manfo tweet be 2 minutes na afi memra Facebook no so na bedwafo no so embrem quick hashtag Silver Sports on Twitter. You can tweet at me at Fancy Dimaria _ our Twitter. You can also do same at Silver Sports GH _ not just auto tweet, you know, and so abana. Dadabo just say good morning. I'm listening to the show live from Abuakwa. I wish Asante call the best in their Ghana Premier League game against Elmina Sharks on Monday. I feel Tiago best and so say the show is airborne inside Sokoban. Wood Village, good morning, Sports God. Yet Tia Sokoban Wood Village for Nina. Or San Savo Sapon Shadrach say live inside Sir Franco Media Institute. Let's go, Silver Sports, let's go. Fancy greetings to Tanko inside Mampontin School Junction. Santasi Kwame, you just say good morning, Fancy Dimaria. I'm listening to live inside Upele Barber Shop inside Santasi. I feel we a Sheikh Osman Tembele say fellow Ghanaians, let's all be fair and honest. Currently oh Dembele media no let me say dear oh dear say well I really boss say good morning Fancy. The weekend edition of Silver Sports is live inside Sister Comfort Drinking Water opposite Sims SHS by Dembele didn't say Obi Beso just a Mayana is a Manya Famano. Okay, we're saying currently Francis Di Maria is the best foreign sports presenter in Ghana, and this is not even a debate. Accept it or suffer. Sports God flow. Because we are lit everywhere across the country. Good morning. And a Sheikh Osman, and so again a compliment by best process. Sulu to us is never a big signing. He might have the hype like CR7 to United, but it's gonna be a huge backslide. I don't know. Simba register or Twitter. I will say, weekend edition of Silver Sports is loud and clear inside corner Ayata corner. Senegal will win the AFCON 2021 trophy tomorrow, and Koroko and Real Madrid are the best teams in the world. Greetings to Shatawale and Peter of Tano Dumasi and what day Nediano and so at the Baya Sabamukuma in Fese or Koroko, the best of luck gamer, and also Ebasuma. So Kakarin Boy says, good morning, fans. I remember the last time United won a trophy. A reminder, the last time United won a trophy, Norwich have won the championship, got promoted to the Premier League, and got relegated. Okay. Message you some back and come I can say that is your show. Let me wish Chelsea all the best in the FA Cup game. Has to know a year fancy. Can't wait to see Sulu kicking for the Phobians. And I just say what they buy Facebook no quick. Now I'm not big fan. So Kitty Desmond on Facebook I say good morning fancy. Why is Rudy Gay rejecting £200 million given to him? He can go if he wishes to. Afe Ajuba Zakari say good morning fancy. Are you doing great job? My name is Ajuba. Where your Deno or Heneba Sefaman or say from Breman Fancy. You do all from Flow for me. Please greet my wife for him comfort at Danguma say for me, wife Ejo. So after Prince Paloma say watching you from Dubai. We and some Charisma Don Papa say good morning. On board enjoying the show live from Sunyani. Go Chelsea, go the Blues Papa. Suleiman Demero was saying hi, good morning, Fancy. I'm airborne inside Chicago, Pragia Station. Greetings to my boy, Shadrach, Nedia, and so on. Khalifa Tomu was saying hi, Fancy. I'm watching the show live from Impasaitia, SHS. You are doing great job. Keep the fire burning. And Ashimano will say, last but not the least, now young come later and say, I would plead with Kumasa Santoroko coach Ogum and his boys to keep the momentum and keep a higher concentration so that they can keep the top spot till end of the first round. Fabulous, still Ghana's finest. Regards to Honorable Asante Joseph. Yes, so bad. Only a day.
Fancy,
okay. Nice.
Silver Sports.
Oh, Namia don't crack. I saw it. Now, Benisa.
Ramete one man in Kakakra.
Aye.
When you do a chilkrana, then you soon. And I couldn't have been more behind
no swam pana
on saying you be a mission on the boy, very emotional.
Silver Sports.
Opinion and Daniel soon as a interview no crown as I would me trustle. But now Osuno Kokame honorable, every free anchor. On also commission of inquiries. Justice Jamafediano, no so soon. It me copy more and say honorable, don't cry. There's a crewman Osuni no
more their brothers
yeah but they're not in
Silver Sports.
Once you market to a boy some year and then mean about birthday. Yes, your last born. Susanna Champon. I know they're in India.
Well, when you feel
I think it's 17.
You think?
I think 17 years.
Nanam Pedu or Nyumbi Suzy.
Anna I'm India. Shadrach now who actually Shadrach now who actually who dame kon ho twem a fancy Susanna Champon Alice last born our University of Oho University hono even you has so said Alice
Silver Sports
science yes you has
Suzy Wahinia I want to meet the Benkume. I don't know how no friend no.
Suzy Wahenia.
That was a mega news of your university never say. What just one pro pro. And our university as well 17 months and that any power.
Okay. Level 300.
Silver Sports.
Oh, that's still
the best in the family.
And our bank.
Yeah, it was
when you're 17 and
yes,
17 or level 300.
I know me show the picture.
Oh.
So they will see the Mehonia man original super.
Original super.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I ran it through the family.
Maybe I say I at least to say hi now.
Yeah,
yeah, Jenny number yeah.
Mini problem. You have no movie.
Okay.
Which ready?
A more dear my because no one is sending power.
Silver Sports.
Well, Mike, say maybe I okay there. Okay. Me starting through way.
Michael, fancy and Manchester United. If you move in the FA Cup, I see a young boy Jumaka Krabi, Kakiri 12. You see, the falling of giants, start here one year unrecognizing. One how you might not even accept it because you feel like you are big. So when you start going down, you start to play with it as often as so. I bet you bounce back. But United is really going down, fancy. They are going down.
No more jitunzo.
They have to accept. Say Ferguson call in 9 years in here. Now it 7. United are called trophyless. You have to accept that you are no longer a big club in terms of performance. There might be other necessary elements for Manchester United who are a big club, but yes, performance post Ferguson, United ain't mean ranking among the big clubs because 9 years in the fans, the fans say Obia. Odi boy chinche you know. The wonders of Manchester United.
Okay.
And fancy aka 1 year na 10 years na a decade. And fancy 10 years in football and you are not competing. You are no longer a big club. Semfien mako 9 unji league. When you're big. Emu 7 wako trophyless. You're not big. So 7 no. In the last 5 years, Manchester United are called trophyless. You are not big. So I'm out for back. Oh, United or other competitions, but fancy clearly. You need to say some competitions now Manchester United are kawomono. Chances some bet me agena e form.
Na competition there.
Say Premier League no mgusubo.
Ana debut.
Oh, so they are playing the Premier League. Until we because
City for say
they might still be playing.
City for say 5 years without a domestic trophy, and within this 5-year period, that you won't see a count 5 no. Almost City for no 10.
So you are no longer big. The United is still in the Champions League, and I'm free. But everything points to the fact that chances are Manchester United bet me the Premier League, bet me the UEFA Champions League. Fancy our form. So the acceptance is something they all need to come to one table and grab that. First, within that period, Yahoo Spurs are our Champions League final. Yes. Yahoo Chelsea winning the Europa League on 2 occasions and winning the UEFA Champions League within that period. Yahoo Manchester City are the Champions League final. Yahoo Liverpool are Champions League final.
Silver Sports.
Champions League. Fancy where many teams are Manchester United ni omo preso. Adia a special about Manchester United post Ferguson will be the Europa League coach Jose Mourinho team di omo je. Yes, they've been to the final last season and that only which they lost. But standard and Ferguson every United ujato hono. It is not the Europa League. Europa League it was meant for Manchester City more. Come Roberto Mancini the Man City Mobile Champions League no. Ye kwa ani akofrim, ye beko group e bia Dortmund, e bia Bayern wom, na Man City akwa akototo papa so e bia Barca. At the end of the day, City kwa ko Europa League. Into City na a Thursday night football na normal, but now City, when was the last time they played in the Europa League?
Yes.
That's the question you should ask yourself. When was the last time was a Manchester City able Europa League, you know? It's almost 7 years ago. Now they are playing in the UEFA Champions League. And they say Man City club free Champions League. Quarter. You see coach or by United supporters no mo Europa League almost coach na yade. And it happened to clubs akese ni nyina omo call this transition no. E start say ya. Afen na AC Milan e bounce back. So I pay attention na. But AC so tiaira no. Say ya na start here. Liverpool e tiaira no. This is how it started.
Yes.
One more year no. Ne say ya. They do baby na Kenny Douglas abefem na Brendan Rodgers abem. They had Roy Hodgson trying to save the ship for Club FM Liverpool, and you realize that Liverpool fans were okay. So from now, that winning mentality it me year through. So winning mentality started year through, and you start accepting mediocre results. One major sign say with team ne from. And to check a time at Liverpool, a call from Rodgers be the second, they were okay. Omoya say Premier League no. Gerald cost sleepy. Emma then Babako Bobo no to atremudia. But they were okay with second now Rodgers Eddie Omobedru no.
Silver Sports.
They were not even competing in the UEFA Champions League. Almost say I started the Premier League proper in 1992 no. Now Liverpool nyanjibi. It will be because this second under Rodgers and they should celebrate it. But time I know this second, they were missing from one particular tournament. And from 1992, Omonje League, they were still competing, which was the Champions League. Now Liverpool were missing from that, but they celebrated that season. And that is where Manchester United about Pedro Sisi. And there's some to because the other teams are competing, they are getting better. City is planning for the next 3 years. Currently, they have a good team. And that is still building another team for the next 3 years. So, Palma, City, introduce you for folding. So, I said, within the last 6 months, check the number of top players on Man City or make me extend your contract. Now, Shan Kuala so City extend your contract. There are 2 more with Jadon Sancho. No, what's the City for any person side the NBC? So now in Kuala in a Guardiola amount chance now about 2-3 pe. Bon so mama 5 years contract, 4 years contract. No my extended. So City is also building another team for the next 3 years. The average age of the Chelsea players, it should paint a picture to you. Average Chelsea players, normal average age of the Chelsea players. But Mendy as a goalkeeper, all things being equal, he can still be in post for Chelsea for the next 7 years. There is Reece James, a young, promising right fullback, right wing back, to some extent with center back position. That is Chelsea for you. Below 25 years. But the Manchester United story is getting sad every day. And I feel the pain of the United fans. Once again, Mesa Tanahai repeat it. They should go to
Silver
every
Sports
game with one mentality. They should expect anything to happen to them. They are no longer a big club. And to say United come match bima. Adia ba akwa United chi 10 years so this show 3 years say results beat me ba. They are not big. United, yes, big clubs. And omo come match, omo fans expect you say one thing win. Anko Ukrano draw. But so when a big club there, come match, you should expect anything. Osha, hallelujah. Ulusua normal. Honoma Babidru. And it's sad for them.
Dear, over there can on say your classification of football clubs.
Okay.
Elite club be a big based on their way. On the field of play, competitions are boom. And then off the field, in terms of pool or attraction or commercial revenue, any the sponsorship deals need their way, ni ne can hobby. Now the case of United,
Silver Sports,
a elite club because commercially they are still a success. Say Banesi a signing sponsorships.
Yes.
Say Sika Eba club in him club Nankasa Sika or even in this COVID era, most of the clubs have been very much hit financially. COVID na be ha clubs nisi kasem. United still about be a club financially or more very stable. It is commercial wise, United here one of the best run clubs across the world. Europe, okaza clubs are a banisika semu omototo omonyome year. United will be in the top 2. But you take away the other aspect, you take away the commercial aspect, the other aspect by into the conversation, which is the football. Because in as much as United is a commercial success no will be driven for the long term by football. See how commercially successful omoye it is because obi betwa asane de toho and then establish that brand. Inti Alex Ferguson empire no build there no. And no whole legacy and a United team needed home. But if at this rate, Omo Koni say
Silver Sports
topless for 5 years, if it runs for the next 10 years, now United have not won any prominent trophy on the domestic front and I say at the international level, then commercial success in the next 15-20 years will be affected.
Okay.
So in the way is it
just a sponsors no be time and more.
Yeah, see say there you are enjoying goodwill. Goodwill because Obia believe a legacy. So we talk about United, the most successful Premier League club. We talk about United, Waje Champions League maybe 3 times. I hope you get it. Enti sa edine beta hono. It will still drive you commercial success because such success now when you're on the field, it won you a certain following.
Example, I said fancy we do akoko. You do akoko no do be 10 years ago. But eneno aso ema ucha. But ucha no undua foforo. Enti ube you enjoy you enjoy it now. But the one enjoying a suwa foforo na esenka udua when we enjoy biem no.
Enti Freddy ho ayina or you go na amada do
exactly.
But eno no wua because they are not performing now no. At some point, in the United sponsorship, if you don't qualify for the Champions League, the amount of money reduces. So, sadly, you will not be attractive enough to get that money a winner. Your fan base will also die
exactly out. Because one, the next generation of football fans, a football fan base very demanding. So, why should the normal football fan and yet so patient or near but my club ne building team train. They want you to win every season. Now youth neighbor any or more omobedi so abano. They want to see their clubs winning top trophies. Enti omobe moviako yamba menya loyal football fans. Ebe football fans are almost support no air conditional. Enti tima o win no ana edodo na akoko di nechi. And that is how come when we say Chelsea now fan base na increase. Most of the Chelsea fans now are people who supported certain clubs in the past. But when I'm say Chelsea winning CCA, we move along with that chorus of winners. And Chelsea winning yendi omechi. So in the next 10-15 years, United following us sounds with the boasting and say, you have a huge presence in terms of football fans. It will be Asia, Africa, you will be America, Europe, so you will be. And those fans who will move away from supporting United will be spread across certain clubs who are winning. And they are in a very precarious state. Baby, if they don't manage it well, the on-field lack of success will also contribute to off-the-field lack of success. Now, to add to the Obed Kaya about on-field, Obed Kasa about trophies. But this is what should tell you that United as a club, an institution that has been poorly run, almost football strategy, zero.
United.
Yeah, almost zero football strategy. Now, this is it. In the top clubs in England, no first. Now, they've been relegated to either 4th or 5th. In no particular order. See, the top clubs in England. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Senegal, Manchester United. You look at Arsenal now. So maybe I say Arsenal. They are a top 7 club in England. Arsenal was a top 2 club in England. But it's a top 7. United a place. The reason why they are here is because they failed to develop a certain plan, a strategy to continue to stay on top in the post-Alex Ferguson era. And it's a Alex Ferguson era. Ediana ye di gu akwemu a ebetimi sustain ye wosoro ho kakra while we look at the long term. And I think that one, the outright decision, so Yankofa, David Moyes and Fambrano, they did not really think through it. Say, Moyes Bano, short term, then medium term, then and they gave him a long-term contract. Long-term contract, and went to me and 1 year and put kwai. In terms of managerial appointment, United have gotten it wrong. Yeah, call Moyes for the long term. Ni who the ni akofa Van Gaal for the long term. Okay, we want somebody who can win now. Jose Mourinho. Also about the Ejane Kwai. Oh, Ole will build. Ni Ejane Kwai. Now Ralph Rangnick.
Yes, I say still rebuilding.
They don't understand where they are. Strategy, no.
You're rebuilding.
Once a rebuilding, no, it will come from your strategy.
Yeah.
Opesa will rebuild it in what way? Rebuilding can be in several forms. We bet me build it for just 3 years. Conte is a builder, but he builds for the short term. United strategy, ye names ye winning now. They have tried it with Mourinho and Fa. Ye names ye build it for the long term. They tried it with Van Gaal, Solskjaer, and Fa. And they are confused. And so confused strategy, it has led them to even make certain poor football decisions. It has cost them money. Share signings or Modiaba. They went for established stars. United are signing players now. Shedinway, Angel Di Maria. Abroad Manchester United was a Champions League winner. Radamel Falcao, then a huge profile. Porto, Atletico Madrid, Monaco, Odibevremu, Alexis Sanchez, exploits at Udinese, then Barcelona, Arsenal, Odibevremu United. Paul Pogba was seen as the next big thing in the center of the middle for Manchester United after Paul Scholes. Okojuve, enhancing the profile, Obahe Kwesi saying Romelu Lukaku was seen as the next big striker United Benya. In fact, these were huge signings for making here. All these huge investments and yielding dividends. Then you move to promising talents or buy. Donny van de Beek, Ajiegu. Memphis Depay, Ajiegu. Anthony Martial, Ajiegu. Daniel James, Ajiegu. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Ajiegu. So, Omo Maji Dia,
Silver Sports.
Omo Munji, these are promising stars, and also Emfa. So, because the strategy is zero, they are signing players perhaps they don't even need. Because your club are winning maybe a walk no matter what. On Konkoto Van de Beek now for an bench. I hope you get it. If United had a concrete plan in place, and Kian Koto Van de Beek for an bench, no be say a doll, ye decorating or a bench work. So United
nominate to a bench warmer.
A bench warmer.
Even check the story of Sancho this season.
Jadon Sancho, another promising talent.
You can say much about it. Luke Shaw has been on and off.
I look very fino crowd.
And yeah, so special. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bailly, Victor Lindelof,
Diogo Dalot. Probably they say established stars. Or a high profile signing to win and come back with that team.
Experienced ones too are not pulling it. Ronaldo is not pulling enough. Cavani is not pulling
almost signing Matic at the wrong time.
Not like it's Marta Munina Benene.
And when we now Morgan Schneiderlin, Fellaini Muina Befemuko. And United signings on my year during this era crasso. Ube was a mobile 10% and I papa. 90% have failed. Then Omo year promote your more free youth team. Post Fergiera. So card na yai.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Yeah. Marcus Rashford. Omoba bedroom stage be no master. Jesse Lingard. Until United as a club, because of this poor strategy, they have failed on every front. Dean Henderson appointing coaches, signing players, promoting youth. They have failed. I didn't know more the first excellently. No, now it is not working. And so, if there needs to be a change, once I make I say it is not only will go. These things problems never cause aba. If there needs to be a massive change, United it should be at the top brass. That's no. Or more we take decisions. A honor change kesiye pan. I was a starter ho. If it starts there, then it reflects on the playing body, because these are the same people who have been making these mistakes. Some mistakes way na. I hope you get it. And he said, "Omo no mesanso akoso a chop a change here." Then at the end of the day, it will yield the same result.
Promise no one for Greenwood and count.
I no cry me refi. It mean to me money na. What does it mean to me money na? So, these are the real issues about Manchester United. It is the top brass. Omo run a club, no. Omo no your problem.
But strangely, we all expected City to go through this.
Silver Sports.
We all did. But City learn from their mistakes, which United is not doing. I've been a City fan for long. City will be a toto, you know. The boss was Yimbeso. I remember one time. Nastasic was even promising. I mean, Nastasic coming in.
Savage
played for City.
Stefan Jovetic.
Jovetic injury in a hand.
Raul Garcia.
Javier Garcia. He was a defensive midfielder. On another time, I played Daniele De Rossi. No, Nyana ne kofa ani free Benfica. Fancy Abkweyi by a Spanish, robust, hard tackling, skillful defensive midfielder. Brofaka see and an English media no also a Spanish player, but on him tackling when or a mixture of Daniele De Rossi and Sergio Busquets. Akweyi by ya poto. A man for every free Jack Woodward. See a coffin free Everton.
Rodwell.
Disappointments. Scott Sinclair. Disappointment.
Fabian Delph Muina Befel.
Oh, Delph was even okay. At least ball left MFI. But we cried they say early days. When we cried they say middle honor. So when City started from the beginning, Benjani Warawari.
Silver Sports.
Paraguay guy Rocky Santa Cruz the FIFA mu amfa.
So it looks like
Bashon Ryan Phillips Wembridge
United
learned something.
United are mirroring the na City they are mirroring it.
At the point you realize that these signings, City started doing signings now strategic. Kolarov, David Silva, even Jerome Boateng, amfa as compared to the Oya Obaya there. But he wasn't a disappointment. Aguero, Yaya Toure. So you realize that Samuel Nasri was not a bad signing. City for this idea could do level. Said now they were using high salary to get top players at free. Kilichi, Bakari Sanyamono. After no more pochi Arsenal boys in Bia, or more contract, so no more be foul. Into it's then as a City is BB. And I twice I be do this time. Now check City for signings, you know. Yes, so we can Grealish there. But we are no free man. They look at Leroy Sané, they had it right. Bernardo Silva, they had it right. Kyle Walker, they had it right. So now City move from a club at not top 10 2 in the bay to a club as is so top 10 8 in the year. In transfer, there's no club. There's no club because Unyan 100%. But now he's City.
Grealish has not even flopped though. He's going through an adaptation process. At the same Mahrez Diano. Mahrez bar City for first
oh, you're frustrated and
exactly. Adaptation was a baby Obobono. He was the central figure on an so when you move to a team where you are one of the many people building your attacks through, I was saying how to work without the ball. And the most difficult thing to do in football, you be say any prominent player, or be catch or say what you do without the ball, and you're crucial than even what you do with the ball. Entire adaptation also, to me, or they check it the next 2 or 3 years, you be on the Grealish be.
But City is getting it right.
Yeah.
They are getting it right.
And why am I
Ruben Diaz, instant success. They had it wrong with Claudio Bravo, but check the next signing after Bravo. Edison, fancy time or nani pado do send an enimno, but wabi rem waboni ye a fast simple.
Ruben Diaz.
Check Rodrigo, our original City for Rodri, solid performance. Now Kevin De Bruyne. You talk about Bernardo Silva, Ike Gundogan. It's a City for now, baby, Drew baby. City for near can. Or move from 2 being successful out of 10 into some 200 million. Oba check over for pen paper betono. Never 160 acre, another 150 acre. Now Man City about Drew baby. So to 200 million and 150 and a profit. And now 150 and alpha. Just 50 million ever flop to say yeah. Benjamin Mendy, you can include them in
Silver Sports
players alpha. But over Mendy and why do say an aka say City akoto ama yewura na City akoto ama mo boka. Now they even decide to let go Cristiano Ronaldo. And first, say they really dodge a bullet with skipping the Ronaldo signing. Because the nature of Man City this season, how Guardiola is functioning without a true number 9, the sort of energy display when they lose the ball. Yes, and we saw Ronaldo doing similar there. But the sort of energy a City for display, how unpredictable they are. That is an excellent element in Man City's style of play. They are so unpredictable. You cannot
Silver Sports
on the movement of either Bernardo, Grealish, Cancelo. You can't really mark their movement because these are not static players. And City for now here, it's more of a rotation. So Cancelo move Ebia zone 17. Ne natural zone, you realize that another player will shift, cover up. They are always compact. Even Gabriel Jesus Christ M5 and Impunfancy, he has not been that bad. So everything about
Julia man in new rule.
Everything about
relations with the Michael can I feel about be adapted to different style of play.
100 million there.
No even have a season.
100 million is huge. He's not playing. He's not.
Ball City football. And you been a normal ball Aston Villa.
Let's say, I understand. Last week, Ogum said the same thing about Amankona.
And he signed limited word.
Benkumso. Said last week, Ogum said the same thing about Amankona. I said at Chelsea, Bekum Chelsea, Amankona ni player ye bobo ne mano into lusubo no krana ujina ho monko jembra. But oba akotoko no ye nyina ebo ye nyina eba.
Silver Sports.
He said that thing. He tactically explained why Steven Amankona is not functioning. We can make a similar case for Grealish. But the point is, the 100 million betowa, the football system near woman, the football market, our COVID woman, you need to get things right. So the story is there's been a twist of destiny at Manchester, where now Man City are enjoying the destiny of United in the past. And United now is playing like Manchester City.
Okay, well, me before so be bamuno. I say you are seeing from Pone of Twitter say. Fancy Maria, I'm enjoying the show live from Croydon, London. Man United will go 30 years without winning the Premier League.
No, 30 is too huge. They can correct their mistakes.
30 dollars.
30 dollars. Now check Milan. I say Milan eba. In some years ago, Milan was fighting for the 7th position. Inter went through the same story. Osha Milana, Edru Sana na Popo Bribiri Acho. Into seed of Beba, Milan be pamono. Inzaghi Beba, Milan be pamono. Gattuso Beba, Milan be pamono. But it seems that finally they've had it right with the coach Efeni Stefano Pioli. You go to Inter Milan and post Jose Mourinho. On say Jose be peja Inter and you could drew level bia. Now in almost 44 years, now Inter Milan Andrew ho. Only baby Jose Mourinho peja Inter Milan could do. Now after I said Jose Koyen, you realize that Inter Milan were struggling. If I'm to go to the kind of coaches at Inter Milan for fire after Jose, before finally Omobabe drew Conte and now Omo Inzaghi, it's normal and it's something that naturally happens. So if they can fix their house and put things in place, I think Manchester United stand a chance of getting back. But 30 years they fancy. 30 years though.
A possibility in the sense that once the Italian
Silver Sports,
good, but the environment and the competition are available. Don't forget, say in Italy, Milan take off from no. Inter also had to suffer a similar consequence. Roma there, Amon can hokra. Barca will share a year from the period of 2000. Edebesi 2010 o Serie A winners are Roma GB, Juve GB, Obenya a year Inter Milan, Obenya AC Milan. Now when you have all these teams, 4, Nami and Santeko, Neka Bakwa, Juve will dominate. But in England, because there is always money available for the next opponent to rebuild quickly. Now we're bouncing back into what
Silver
Chelsea.
Sports.
Almost after every 5-year cycle, we'll be break it through no G League. Liverpool after getting Klopp, we'll be break his cycle. No, Arsenal yabeka so Tedai and Wadasa on to mean sorry. Man City yabehu the emergence, and there's always a surprise element in the EPL after every 20 years. Maminya says starting 92, we saw Blackburn emerge and win it. But Blackburn Bejivian, there was another surprise element in Newcastle who nearly won it with Kevin Keegan. Anna Ferguson be dominating. Then there was a surprise package in Arsenal. Arsenal should be PA. Then you be who a duopoly. Arsenal, Manchester United going neck to neck for the EPL. Then Arsenal free muno. You be Chelsea also becoming a force. Chelsea free. Then yaba be Manchester City. Until you name there the next 10 years, EPL never to the Amaye. I hope you get it. They say United for no. They can go 30 years.
No, there is hope.
At this rate,
at this rate,
next 30 years.
I'm saying English terrain a change it because aside the already traditional way teams in names or contenders, no. Am I a surprise at any point in time? Don't forget, say around this time, Leicester saw Bejibi. Inti am I a surprise? Into bones about Kubi Baba can one and about Air Force. Now, Fedi, man, you cried a top for crowd on your bimbo.
No, but it all depends on how you fix your house. That's it.
And Kwafoni Nimo.
No, they will fix it. Is it?
Silver Sports.
What down, cha?
How many years in Ferguson going?
9 years. 9 years.
Until now, we are 9. And over 30 over because
now, me cassette.
Because yes, over quarter, no.
Maybe I'm making yourself.
I'm so one here. What you better say? 6. 5 years below.
Debut United 9 years true, but me sure say they will definitely.
Now see every count 18, you know.
United is a big institution.
Silver Sports.
Inter, the American. AC, the American. Some bounce back. It take you almost 10, 11 years. After Josie, I'm just going through the list.
And Kasika other clubs and share.
Me that's a panic. The other say AC Milan bounce back. Okay, say last season over being the biggest mistake ever. Milan Benson come up from Stefano Pioli.
Yes, and
you 2 or 4. I want to shoot 10.
And it's not prof never.
Why they were going for Ranek was that? Why they were going for Ranek was that at a point they
Silver Sports.
There's no shortcut to heaven. Dia omoji tu mo no. Milan for ne jitu mu say ekwantie bia ni ho a ombetimi use dia bounce back. So they needed somebody to start a new project. One, financially Milan enye solid. Even winter you kura kire. Yehu Juve, Vlahovic, Akofanaba,
Silver Sports,
Ruben Golson, Akofanaba, Milan Kofan, Omantiman Kofobia. So they realized that baby I through say no and young kwala pe ni betimi dia hye team no ye benya mpanimfo na e your mom bebe free enti ye pe coach a oya ade wo hye. So they were not going in for Ranek to come and win them a trophy. They were going in for Ranek to start a new project for them because no one would say Seedorf, Inzaghi, they wanted people who can motivate. They wanted to try the Barcelona Pep Guardiola way and Gattuso by and enti start ye bubu bibiane and started. And no share the crop of players and now Milan at that time. Age no advantage. That was why they wanted him to go in for Ralf Rangnick. Shaushe Inter. When they realized that Omar try, Enfano, Spalletti
Silver Sports
in him saw a yard here in improving players. So they went back for Spalletti. Say Mamon Buano, not on Shisha. And then as Spalletti here, or the Milan, kakra, eba be remu top 4. Omudru top 4 no mum say no players ni bu muamia enti e probi obetimi age trophy. Kabisha say dey na Spalletti di omuremu top 4 mo pamono. They realize that now their team is fit. So let's go in for Conte. Conte be winning we no. Conte call you can see that the system is in place. And your man call
Inzaghi by Omre
and call smooth kakra but
still foundation
that was what that's something United need to do.
Conte sorry. And strategy as Maker said they don't have it. Omuni, that is the point. And one good thing about Italian clubs near when Omoko from say there is always a plan to bounce back. Was a Omusika shede ni ho. So they find a way to sustain it. Even AC Milan collapse. Was a Omu prolongino
with signing of
players. Experienced players or Maji didn't hear the move shemua. Aha, ya the move shemua. Na ma plug a loopholes in the womb no. Enti Omu prolonge ne kakra. By Drew stage be afraid na Jenna Hokra.
And no more the last Scudetto.
Exactly.
Having KP, having
match ba ma menya man for Facebook kakra na afi memra mo so ne mfa nwi nkosi ye be 9 na afi enko break ne mbra ye ba be hwe mo fi but Kiddy Desmond on Facebook can say, good morning once again, Fancy. I side with the guy who said United will go 30 years trophyless. The players they are bringing are all bomb. And to talk of the coaches they are bringing now, who even told you Pochettino can come and do the work after Rannick. After Israel Mountain Fumi was say it could even be more than 30 years. Afei wenso Odom Nyantechi say remember Chelsea signed 2 young players so now it's a time and I'm made the mention of players I'm for Sanis and United here. Okay. Tahiru Nasir say good morning Fancy. I'm watching live from Kenyaji East Gonja. Tomorrow Egypt will win this AFCON. Greetings to all Chelsea fans. Shawaki boys inside Kiyangi. Dina.
Yeah.
It was East Gonja Kiyangi. Okay. Minim say Sama Manyano correct dia I'm say hono monitor free.
The correct one fan chow.
Oh yeah. What Nana Bikai was say TV station enche bia be hu here so why mainly AFCON be hu and say Brad Chum say good morning Fancy. I'm watching live from University of Education Winnipeg North Campus. Afi Charles Malfo say I'm watching live inside Atria Mountains. Yaya Mohammed say yes. They not big club. They are disgrace. And Jaja Mohammed and so a day in the message and the buy. I'm saying Lukaku because picture I'm who profile they say yeah Lukaku. Yeah say Manchester for
Man U for no to be man yeah now but
yeah so starting coaching
was started
when the be yeah Manchester for bench
license D complete
yeah Mohammed for Manchester be about 2029 war baby.
But I would want to see Yaya coach. Do you know why?
It will be very started as a defender. A club like United to appoint an African.
So more the
but Yaya started as a defender. Oh, Yaya Mohammed. Yeah. Born started defender. And obey a striker.
Silver Sports.
One way or the other, it tells you how he can conform to changes. And Washa, the confidence of the Bobono, top. Mesho no asho. Mechon no wachon. In front of top venues, big matches, he's scoring. So I would want to see Yaya as a coach. So how? Because from a defender to a striker is not that easy. And striking one ball number 9 kwao. Yaya can play as a number 10. So hey Yaya, Utimi born number 10 hold that play, he link up very well, very committed. Inti Lukaku, Gusu Chenwa, the Terminator. Giant.
Yeah, matches in me said Derby de la Madonna and Afi Barca so the near big game. Now very fancy quick.
Well, Fancy, I think Inter Milan and AC Milan is a big
Silver Sports.
Big match. Miana Michael the bet win out was Hana Timia Cosina with a bear 5.
Because him say January next maybe. But January trim cross said there's all January name.
No, Fancy says the economy I know Nyamian Tunsirensu Massa.
The hangover effect of a difficult January. Hangover.
January co-work and February. Rumbe 499th January.
Boys in the guest.
Silver Sports.
I know thing.
I said pressure that's on the
episode dodgy.
No bomba.
Obi episode dodgy bad.
Obi message I say girl now sending a message say hey I said once only obi tea I go to hey or just so more your challenge
Silver Sports.
You don't respect. Why do you call me hey?
And my came for a bet to any prep now
near you.
Okay.
So Fancy
Silver Sports.
Yes, some all snanny a demamono.
Purely and Zagi. I think advantage Inter.
Milan beat me Ashiguana.
Yes, of course. They
so both teams to score.
Yes, both teams to score is something like, let's say, 70%, 80% chance.
So you beat me over 2.5.
You see, Milan yet team they know how to exploit spaces. Inter leave spaces at their back. On the game, before you predict, you need to look at certain dynamics of the game. Milan, almost front trainer, some decided some more exploit spaces no more yard. Fortunately for them, they have tough but skillful midfielders. Adding so benya one midfielder. He's tough, he's a bully, he's a hard tackler, and when they have the ball, decent passer and will be releasing to the attackers. Benacer, you can trust him on that. You can trust Frank Kessie. I think he's growing to be the new Yaya Toure. I would have wished Senko Obo and they be a Pep B, and I say be Obo and a Klopp B. Nank Mashe, how are these coaches will sharpen his game?
Or even a Conte.
Yes, Conte. Because fancy time I Man City, no, you so a tackler. We need the ball, but Roberto Mancini Mobuano, Emma now he was driving the team from the midfield to the attack. What you born the holding pushy, and all her Kessia, son also born the ball. Born in Niwa, in too many kanje bono, obey. But the ball no cassa personality me the bono, a break it through a line of defense. And then Yanope, he's also a good passer of the ball. Sometimes, even before he received the ball, on him where to send a pass. And we could do penalty box in Muswa or the chance or the intelligence to finish. Into the maker say, Inter for no ball no more now, we just spaces where Chirihono, a yet they are Milan for no bit may exploit it. But the major question is, can you prevent Inter from scoring more than one goal? Is something I don't see Milan having antidote to that.
Lautaro Martinez to score
to prevent
fine form,
preventing Inter from scoring. They will score and they can even score more than one. It's something that is very likely. Inter goal scoring ratio, no. Yes, Yenya Zeko, Yenya Lautaro to be the face of it, but they also have decent players who out of nowhere can give you a shocking element, and that is Inter Milan for you. So I think they are going for probably an Inter Milan win. Yellow cards you can trust over 3.5. Say back match we mo.
Okay.
Yes, because first no crabby and about that 6 na ba da be 8 ni mpo no time na omumi no toto papa so no omusia e muohye now omumi no anya toto papa so keke Inter wo obo Milan we obebo Roma on the Coppa Italia obo Napoli no obo Liverpool in the Champions League. Now say Inter win match we are omutwim and they are flying because big games, yes, they have a game in hand. Big games define and motivate teams to move to the next stage. It's our Milana and found other matches now or this our confidence now in room. So Milan were a chance to be the barrier. I best stop the speed of Inter. And yes, like we all say, in these big games, it's more like a 6-pointer. Into what you also the 3 and other 3 account it gives Milan the opportunity to catch up with Inter. And that's why I'm seeing this game to be tough. Both teams will go into this match with that seriousness, with that
Silver
determination.
Sports.
And no bemusana on a cards and also no be flow. And every referee in these big games want to make a statement. And if you want to make a statement, you should take control of the game. It didn't make us a cards, you know. Obet me trust, you know, because referee be a person taking control into our allowed game. They say influence tackles number in, and because of tension a woman, any brain a woman, no exchange of words. So bet me also on the field, even from the touchline, from coaches now bench winning, you should expect that the heated atmosphere. And in such cases, I believe that yellow cards and also no over 3.5. Fans, you are safe on that occasion. Yeah. Corner kicks are going for Inter Milan winning more corner. And a win for Inter Milan fans.
Mike. Well, just like Obade Kano, one thing I am sure both teams to score. Since 2020, 5 meetings between Milan and Inter. Am I 4 games that produce both teams scoring? I think I know it was a 3-0 win for a year Inter Milan and a ACN to me and both teams to score a huge probability because despite Milan and Messi out on Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Ante Rebic or Mumbo, the exciting young crop of players available have shown that all of them can score. Rafael Leao, Junior Messias, Frank Kessie, he can score. And then Ubenya contributions from defenders and midfielders. Plus maker defenders as Milan has been weak away Simon Yea out of the season. Then Fikayo Tomori okoye surgery. He is expected to be out for a month. I can't bear 1 week. He might return
Silver Sports,
but not fully fit. Inti ebe risky say Coach Evans Stefano Pioli best starting in a game of this magnitude. Into the weakness about Milan Echreho. Plus Inter's watches in as much as the last 9 matches are now 10 matches are bono. What produces 7 clean sheets. Oshia games there. I now or tie concede, so they are likely to concede against an enterprising young Milan attack. Into both teams to score, to me looking more probable. Then Ubetimi the option of over 1.5. Say you bring 2 or more goals in this encounter. There's a likelihood there will be penalties, and here risky, but there's a likelihood there will be penalties in this encounter. And Inter stocky up omoti pa. Enti you look at the stretch. Say Milan squad no one be pra. And they will be stretched to give a more performance, top 1 from the start to the finish.
Silver Sports.
And the last 15 minutes of the game, Milan perhaps might be more defensive than attacking and offensive. To me, Minya Reshimu said in the second half, the team that is likely to win second half pill, more of Inter Milan than AC Milan. Into that option, second half win. Ebia Inter Milan to win it. Option Ubetimi. And then there's some interesting games that will also be happening. Roma Genoa. Roma beefy up the team, no, and with the current crop of players, the already existing ones, no. A man who are bebre, and against a Genoa side who are battling survival. Clear, say Roma definitely at home. Or chasing a top 4 place will get a win against Genoa. West Ham away at Kidderminster Harriers, and no FA Cup. A very tricky encounter. To me, game way Ubetima in a West Ham win. But I want to advise that look
Silver
at
Sports
over 1.5 as an option. Yeah. Then Manchester City Fulham, and also another game you can look at. Ubetima and Man City win, definitely Pep will win. Ubetima so have the option of corner kicks. Corner handicap no idea sika wumpa. Yamfane say win. Oko corner handicap say first half Man City will win 2 or more corner kicks more than Fulham, which is a possibility. City bet 3 corner kicks in the first half. Maybe ana Fulham will nyaba akokra because born beji no almost. Enti wo ye na sana handicap corner kicks. Obe say a normal better odds than say bia Okwakoye straight Manchester City win, and as Okwakoye anything fair behind there's a corner odds in Man City to win corner just 1.09, but there is an option here of a corner handicap. Says City will win 4 or more corner kicks more than Fulham. Obetimis why no say Ebia City be winning 5 or more corner kicks than Fulham.
In the cup games, I think Michael, one advice should be
corner, yeah.
Opeke team na or top na. No man a corner more and Ebia handicap because say unya shock mpa. Yes, you're starting your channel crown.
Silver Sports.
You want to fight
pressure.
In attempt to put the pressure, Obinya more corner kicks. Naturally, these smaller teams in cup games come in with defensive approach. Even when one team, big team in the credit, they are still or the pressure going for more corner.
And you can look at this option: City minus 3.5 corner kicks. Equality and so Obenya 4 or more corner kicks more than Fulham. Obet may choose that option, and then Oko Betway trend and Hoswa on the Betway website. They say Omo Moshe is no. Yawo Colombia friend trending how the best selected matches are so this weekend big games I hope us all bet on best selecting na exactly. Chelsea so say Obe winning both halves against Plymouth Obe will home, and then it is a return to football for Chelsea. They will always want to dominate. Into against Plymouth, definitely Obe Sheno. No, so Obe Atlanta Cagliari. You can look out for a win for Atlanta. Real Madrid to beat Granada, which is very much possible. Liverpool on Cardiff. First half, say Liverpool be winning 2 or more corner kicks more than a year. Cardiff City. Sporting Lisbon against Famalicão. Sporting wants to catch up, and then what are they players that they are back is stable now, which are quality. Enti or shade him so better Famalicão now narrow the gap between or no any AFC Porto. obetime look at Juve Verona. Juve beefy up the team ni pa, and now they want to start very well. One started season ni but returning to play, they want to start very well. No so a narrow gap war on between the top 4 in the Italian league. And Juve to beat Hellas Verona any easy sir, but they will definitely get a win.
I can't train in Amiko. Betway for na sheda hye ade na ma
exactly
and open no what choose no ade to your sleeping
nti o hwe betway no ye no kra Inter de no mo ye Inter win or draw and just o ma
no wo hye ade na ma to de hwem
opa no select na go nti that trending feature on the Betway website o ye obi a on share any time so we dey share the various leagues ni me matches na we bet we
challenge will be
exactly what choose now the call. There is HJK Helsinki and also a chance of winning against Marina, a cup game in Finland. Then Victoria Pilsen check for na start your league na Pilsen Dastro, but before some break or surrender first position to Slavia Praha, just 1 point difference. Into Victoria Pilsen eager to get a win or go against Radek Kralov, and definitely or bet try so bet win with fear and or a team anytime a Pilsen able with fear and then sa at that Kralov for so you can look out for a Pilsen when Celtic Topol Rangers
Silver Sports.
Celtic will want to consolidate on top position by getting a win away at Motherwell. And to also be winning Slavia Praha win and over 1.5 or go against Karvina. Karvina a team where the least goals are conceded in every game on the average 2. It is likely so be concede 2 goals. Then Slavia so bo fie ono na per league ne swaje obewini, so a win and over 1.5.
Okay.
And then you can also look out for Inter Milan, AC Milan over 1.5. Send them din kan into Shani na 61.58 odds. 61.58 odds. Yen generate code into screen from Farmer Boys. You pay near the jackpot, and so at the chat and code ni share with Facebook Asharak me code ne U1 E4 794 AE. Yep. Sharak Momwa me num project into so no mo show Facebook or multi screenshot.
Okay.
And U1 E4 794 AE. 61 odds.
Okay.
61 odds. Gamble responsibly. Where 5 CD ebetimi ama obey 300 and something, which is not bad to start February.
Okay.
And just gamble responsibly.
I trend on me biswa. I'm saying
when you say
25 matches, 3,359 odds. You know, we could have 5 times 5 series already 20,000.
Exactly. And me patch also I'll bet my idea betway.com.gh. Now jackpot the end pick 5 na simple 5
Silver
matches
Sports
and a betway for us selected 5 matches betway say the 10 cities ne guso watch red ye winning and as a match nankasa be draw. Now we choose 5 na bem de mawa we seek that's 25,000 cities 25,000 cities and no a betway pick 5 jackpot and me patch matches nini Burnley will play against Watford, Fiorentina, Lazio, Bologna, Empoli, Sampdoria, and Sassuolo, and Udinese Calcio, honestly Torino, and Ebo. And to way the pick 5. Now say Uchana 5 ni na bema 25,000 cities.
Silver Sports.
Say one qual predictions in the bemo. Say more dorsum, na mo ye mienu miensa. And then a bet to a betche according to my number, and the 25,000 year split here across board. And that Bako say now we have 4 out of 5 10 cities now they try Betway ebe refund with 10 cities at the amount as a consolation prize. Until this weekend here we have just one jackpot and here the Betway pick 5 and it's all called Betway platform this one www.betway.com.gh and as I will download the Betway app now be your phone as well called jackpot Betway jackpot
Silver Sports
now why your selections into fancy time and also yamfa Betway moments no some face.
Whoa mate you could break now from break yeah be back can come messages on Facebook ma for Twitter phone nyina no ya be sa rani am back ni ya mo Twitter na ma ya be fia na sa ya ba en chekra quick.
Bet the responsible way. No under 18. Betway. Bet your way. Who to me the jig jackpot a chen dia kesieno. Any of Betway football jackpot kesia pana ye diabano. Predict leg bia will pick 5 and answer pick 13 mu pepe. Now who bet me 300,000 Ghana cedis cash na ochi bia. Mensha good ye na wo pepa no kekeo. Phone jimu ko www.betway.com.gh and ya. Betty wonyansemu and shisha kakra wo hu. Gaming Commission of Ghana and Sashasi. Wundi in fear do what here. Entrebi Betway a good ye no who don't ya.
Mese, eka kiti anka mijame kasi hokura dreme ho. Diana manye, ya hufuru engine masisa electrical parts, asisa fuwa pompon so still. Na dede dasuwa mika engine mo. Wina mishia gaibia wase menso go fuel enche. Meso go run 95 usheye. Na
Goil dear, higher grade fuels unkwao. And yasa one XP3 multifunctional enhancer. It's in a one no wonenim. Eco-friendly. Na ninyi nechino. Yenswa no board dindin biao. Ewo Goil station BMU o maimwa fana bebia. Ajibe bia.
Cecilie, kana ye gum yang konkwa.
Goil Super XP Run 95. Ni diesel XP 4 papa pan. Yema latest engines. Ni engines bia. Goil. Good energy. Ya yedim.
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial *404# and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card: Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial *404# on your phone to start registering your SIM card today.
For more information, contact your service provider on 100 or the National Communications Authority on toll-free number 0800 110622. Register your SIM card to stay connected.
Mese, eka kiti anka mijame kasi hokura dreme ho. Diana manye, ya hufuru engine masisa electrical parts, asisa fuwa pompon so still. Na dede dasuwa mika engine mo. Wina mishia gaibia wase menso go fuel enche. Meso go run 95 usheye. Na
Goil dear, higher grade fuels unkwao. And yasa one XP3 multifunctional enhancer. It's in a one no wonenim. Eco-friendly. Na ninyi nechino. Yenswa no board dindin biao. Ewo Goil station BMU o maimwa fana bebia. Ajibe bia.
Cecilie, kana ye gum yang konkwa.
Goil Super XP Run 95. Ni diesel XP 4 papa pan. Yema latest engines. Ni engines bia. Goil. Good energy. Ya yedim.
Who to me the jig jackpot a chen dia kesieno. Any of Betway football jackpot kesia pana ye diabano. Predict leg bia will pick 5 and answer pick 13 mu pepe. Now who bet me 300,000 Ghana cedis cash na ochi bia. Mensha good ye na wo pepa no kekeo. Phone jimu ko www.betway.com.gh and ya. Betty wonyansemu and shisha kakra wo hu. Gaming Commission of Ghana and Sashasi. Wundi in fear do what here. Entrebi Betway a good ye no who don't ya.
Do you know that when you dial *700# on Vodafone, you are accessing a world of endless opportunities, from getting a job in another country while right here in Ghana to playing esports in real time, from attending world-class institutions from your bedroom to seeing specialist doctors without leaving home, and so much more. So get the best value data offers in Ghana on Vodafone. Get 1.23 GB data, no expiry data for only 5 Ghana cedis, 3.4 GB data for only 10 cedis, and 9 GB data for only 20 Ghana cedis. Dial *700# now.
Vodafone. Together we can.
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial *404# and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card: Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial *404# on your phone to start registering your SIM card today.
For more information, contact your service provider on 100 or the National Communications Authority on toll-free number 0800 110622. Register your SIM card to stay connected.
Who to me the jackpot attend dear Kesiano any of Betway football jackpot Kesia Pana Yediabano. Predict leg bia will pick 5 and answer pick 13 mu pepe. Now who bits me 300,000 Ghana cedis cash na ochi bia. Mensha good yena wo pepano kekeo. For who jimu ko www.betway.com.gh and ya. Betty wanyansemu and shisha kakra wo hu. Gaming Commission of Ghana and Sasha se. Wundi in fear do or chair. Entrebi Betway a good yena who don't ya.
Bronya is coming. Who is your Santa? Bronya is coming. Where is your Santa? Your friends are getting money. You are so broke.
Ekosu! This festive season with the Vodafone Ekosu promo. Just recharge, earn red coins, and claim your share of 2 million Ghana cedis worth of prizes in cash, airtime, and data. Ekosu Vodafone. Simply dial *533# or go to my Vodafone app to redeem your reward. Recharge via my Vodafone app or Vodafone cards to win even more red coins. Yes, 2 million Ghana cedis worth of prizes up for grabs. No draws, no sign-on. Oh, be a winner. Ekosu Ojo. Ekosu. Terms and conditions apply.
Vodafone. Bet the responsible way. No under 18. Betway. Bet your way.
I nearly gave up on driving out of frustration. What hadn't I done? Purging, replacing electrical parts, changing my fuel pump, and still, the engine noise in my car won't stop. Then I met this guy who said I should try Goil Fuel. By the way, my name is Thomas, but I did try Goil Super XP Ron 95. Then
Goil stocks only higher grade fuels, further enriched with XP3 multifunctional enhancer, more efficient, eco-friendly, and at no extra cost. Available at every Goil station. Ajibebia.
Now my car is renewed. Yankonkwa.
Goil Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP, higher grade fuels, excellent for modern engines and all vehicles. Goil, good energy. Yeah, dear.
Who to me the jackpot attend dear Kesiano any of Betway football jackpot Kesia Pana Yediabano. Predict leg bia will pick 5 and answer pick 13 mu pepe. Now who bits me 300,000 Ghana cedis cash na ochi bia. Mensha good yena wo pepano kekeo. For who jimu ko www.betway.com.gh and ya. Betty wanyansemu and shisha kakra wo hu. Gaming Commission of Ghana and Sasha se. Wundi in fear do or chair. Entrebi Betway a good yena who don't ya.
Do you know that when you dial *700# on Vodafone, you are accessing a world of endless opportunities, from getting a job in another country while right here in Ghana to playing esports in real time, from attending world-class institutions from your bedroom to seeing specialist doctors without leaving home, and so much more. So get the best value data offers in Ghana on Vodafone. Get 1.23 GB data, no expiry data for only 5 Ghana cedis, 3.4 GB data for only 10 cedis, and 9 GB data for only 20 Ghana cedis. Dial *700# now.
Vodafone. Together we can.
All SIM cards in Ghana must be registered again with only the Ghana card. Yes, Only the Ghana card.
You will not be able to make voice calls, use mobile money services, internet, and all other services linked to your SIM card if you don't.
To register, dial *404# and follow the prompts. You will be required to send the following details on your Ghana card. Ghana card number, surname, first name, date of birth, and sex.
You will then receive a special code which you will present to your nearest service provider agent or customer care center for your biometric details to be captured. Remember to add your digital address.
Dial *404# on your phone to start registering your SIM card today.
For more information, contact your service provider on 100 or the National Communications Authority on toll-free number 0800 110622. Register your SIM card to stay connected.
Silver Sports.
Whoa, Yabafie na Chimu, the Ababa Basulina, and I'm say, Sulam Tari the other day, ya, Bana, I can't be Nebeka, say, say, we cry, former MD and Nebeka, so one day of who say, Sule, the biggest signing ever. But, Mike, my man, latest on to because Mose, as will be a say, the Jumana Hilton. Na ebia otuado ene tanko assist na minim latest on Hilton the anything saying.
Well, what met me a catch up from
the call baby free banner there
from
a horse
they met me a catch up and they said Otuado won't be the next Black Stars coach. Onye the next Black Stars coach, but he could have a role to play.
Silver Sports
involving the Black Stars maybe in the future. Immediate. I'm sure Ghana, Nigeria, Otuado might not be on Ghana bench from Nkoma. Yeah, Ghana on the assistant now what said no. But in the future, if say I qualify for World Cup, now you prepare a technical team. Now you say you be assemble a team of scouts, a team of technical personnel. He might be part because Otuado is still part of the plans of Ghana Football Association. And yeah, they are away from him. But now, as it has to do with Otuado currently, he won't be the next Black Stars coach. And developments, Biswaba, Asesanyo Memukakra, I believe so. Can be. The development is that, what said the other day, Mekacho said there is a huge campaign ongoing, which is a government PR machinery. The government PR machinery, media for fra. Then politicians, Nankasa Sofra. Enti enya wasa what is the majority leader Honorable Osei Chairman Sabonsu Beka very good words about Chris Hughton. So what is asem no. Enya wasa say what a commentary from government people about why Chris Hughton should be the next Black Stars coach. And enya wasa media houses who have links or connections to some of these powerful men in power. And so a report is the same tangent. Positive stuff about Chris Hughton. And it says, Oma Kama Togana for Nitrim. Ntababa said, the nation's demand. Inti Ghana mining a demand. Inti Koshe Facebook. Any news about Chris Hughton? A Ghana mino. Biaba, oh, Mufamano, oh, give it to Chris Hughton, give it to Chris Hughton. I'm a crano, a developer, a bad blood between Ghanaians and then Otuado. Be credit in Atemo. I hope you get it. Into that government PR machinery has been effective. Now, Andra, there was a meeting between Chris Hughton and Nenko for 1 or 2B, and then the sports minister plus some 1 or 2 other personalities. The discussion was, say, ye 2 minister no, say, ya, and I say, ya sheno. So, only common fan concerning Chris Hughton, once or by demands. As a Black Stars coach, it means the government has even advanced beyond Obeya and Awon. They have talked about monetary terms. They have talked about other terms. If Chris Hughton is coming as a Black Stars coach, or then a backroom staff, then you better 1 or 2 be their supporting. We might have a revamped Black Stars technical setup.
Okay,
they can revamp that. Just say. You be nyanya maybe a first nan can hon you be bi aka now yes, and then Chris Hughton will come on board sika or boy no Ghana buying to me ntua until there has been a compromise what yes so better so but any substantial on to so bebre sa Enti sika no be bro Milo die so. And Milo say Milo gi $30,000 times 2 plus maybe 20,000.
Times 2 plus 20,000. There's a bit me $100,000 a month.
They be an drew and entra. But 80. In between 80-90,000. Talks have not been finalized, but there is an agreement in principle. Say Sika or demanded outright.
Silver Sports.
Okay.
Inti, he's likely to leave today. But my name so beko anase onko. Because he is also to meet the GFA president, Norma Femi Bibiab. There has been already an engagement between Ono and the GFA president, but I know what's in different capacity. Different capacity. We share Makado, vice president of the GFA. We share Keto Kreku, president of the GFA. But in a different conversation, not about offering him the Black Stars job. It was still about Ghana, Nigeria. Some common course before Kurt Krabbe called Germany.
Okay.
I know Dinka Kosodada. Now, what is next is GFA president was not too much in sync with Chrisite Yemfano and Amami Yemfano. But football penny back on the dinkomo was it in the course of the week. So unim near Ibonte. We Kostrano in the course of the week, Chrisite Kostrano are a big person in Ghana football. Yes. Although say he's not mainly involved in the game now. Kurt is known as a Hasselhoff boy. Boy used advisedly.
Okay.
Men kase near Ibonte and Kurt Trichin Komo. But a football person engaged with the GFA president to explain how perhaps on Sisanyoma, because one, government will have to pay the next Black Stars coach. Government has an option. Government is pinning it on you. Say, woko fa biba ya wose enye matra makweno. Ebefeli poto. Government is insisting that akona wona wofano.
Silver Sports.
And the government is taking a stance. We say, we are coaching appointment so they want this man. And government has successfully campaigned to Ghanaians to buy into the Christian agenda.
And we are football.
Exactly.
In the market.
So, who GFA president as it stands now? So, who judge name said, Chinchine try men penny. And to me, the coach a bar. Now, in football, anything I'll be a risk, a befa nemfa. So, who Kurt Kofa will coach the neighbor? Not a Pascala. That is the end of you. Where in the last chance, Meboa? After Milo, Ghanaians will not forgive Keto Kreku again if when Timmy had the next coaching appointment right. But if Eba say Chrisite na Eba be the next coacher, and there will be a trim say a buy na then buy, and a GFA na appointing. If it works, Keto Bejen Samrani nibi. Yabebo Abasbody and be found because you will be successful as an FA president. Oko World Cup, you'll be successful. Yabebo Din. So what the Yako World Cup 2022. Same way government will also benefit. So a bear win-win situation. But secrecy be failure. Kurt, you are free and you're now find buy. The blame will go on government. Until this conversation was had, and you one call, several football people also echoed similar sentiments. The general agreement in principle
Silver Sports.
Then a bind the eno yajiatum. Enti nkoma koso not in person but through a phone between the GFA's leadership and then the sports ministry. So that agreement in principle is there. Omoba, they will finalize everything. I want to believe the contract has already been typed. It will just be a mere formality. Yeah, but it will just be a mere formality because the general secretary is in charge of that. And in common agreement in principle, so abano, instructions will be sent to the general secretary to do the necessary. And from Monday, they call Webe, if Chris Sitting will be the next Black Stars coach, by Wednesday we will know. But Metimia Kacha will say he will be the next Black Stars coach unless something dramatic BBC idea bro adrenaline so AC. I hope you get it. And it's a BBC NCA Chris Hughton by
Silver
Wednesday
Sports.
or Thursday, the latest, will be announced as the new Black Stars coach. Any date I remember it can change because I am not the FA. But by Wednesday, latest Thursday in the morning, either Wednesday lunchtime at 5 p.m. or Thursday in the morning, the announcement will come. Say Chris Hughton will be the next Black Stars coach.
Oh, now I say school phone being so
No, I mean I don't want to talk about executive council.
No, I
don't want to talk about executive council. I don't want to talk about executive council.
Oh, okay.
So what am I saying? Okay. Me Kasam for executive council. I am telling you what I know.
Oh, okay.
I hope what you are saying. Any executive council, Kurt will come and report to them what has happened.
Okay.
They can't change it. Until I'm saying I don't want to talk about executive.
Anthony say the course in the oil briefing.
Well, briefly be with phone. So executive council once say year 2 set before. Monko Kasemi. So we by officially as an institution you take a decision.
Okay.
But an agreement in principle in they are some small before no. You will come and deliver it to them. It is not for them to change the decision. It is for them to rubber stamp it.
Silver Sports.
I don't want to talk about executive council. Why?
Okay, Mike Name latest on Chris Hughton Diano. But also there
Proverbs 12:15.
Proverbs
12:15.
12
Bible
Proverbs chapter 12 verse 15.
Yeah.
Okay. My mention na fe men king kan Emma said there usipeno. Okay.
Bible mo asem de kan ya na ehun hianti. Fancy yanko.
Let it be known on record say there is no contract or there was no contract between Ghana and Otuado.
Okay.
It was a gentleman's agreement. And I know
well, Proverbs chapter 12 verse 15 says, New International Version American. The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice. I take it again. Proverbs 12:15. The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice.
Yes, ye de betwi mu a Bible no ka kwase a onto sebe. Nti amom fan Bible no na aka. Oka kwase o siso kwase a. Ojejenchie, oyisu jejenchie, onto sebe. Osi okwase a. Ne nioma ene ne decisions, ne susuye eye papa won ani so.
As always for Bible who did do
obanyansafo. Let be Bible na say okwase a. Ne nhyehyeye ne nioma a odie no. Won ani so no ohun say eye papa. Na emom obanyansafo tie futu. So what the mechanism? Obanyansafo tie futu. Kurt in this occasion is a wise man. Yeah. In this occasion he is a wise man.
To as we tie futu.
Yes. Senko dia no ye no first no. Enka Bible no ne kan ke be use first part na man. But the oya ye is a wise man. On say me maka say AI B. Fancy. Wonye 3 appointment and to tom papa so. Wo se change na tia yense nja o ma wonye 4th one. Ebra anya wo kra na wo san ko tua ni paneka. Forgetting that the next election next year. You want to create an enemy in the government. Hey, opinion. You ain't now saying I won't futu.
And the government for the 2 by year for president.
The government be the agro. If you have any ideas, someone say what will be at national security report who kakra chira kruma ka wonna man ka be careful. O same card nessa man, don't underestimate power government will. So the government can have a major influence in the next Ghana Football Association election. Unless they decide not to be part. From the propaganda front, or they can make you look like the greatest public enemy ever. A government machine in a kind of one, who is the FA president? And you wanted to create an enemy. Who group now down no? Yanya past 7 times without you, I take decisions. They oman ka so mompeno, but certain decisions be a FNE taken. Yanya nipa 70 clubs makuba reps 70 abeshia uni ho.
Oh yeah, whole course. It's out there that the FA tried preventing certain clubs from signing and joining that meeting. And no, omunya nipa 70. Abana yakoto abana sa 70 ne to a lose no. Into wo federation na wo da no na wo managing. Eja dem gidi pa. Gidi jackets ye dem. People of influence, they are getting powerful. Now houses are coming together against you. Federation now down no. Yehu Palmer, yehu George Free, and na kotoko so ka ho. Kotoko nya na amponsa. Wo mu nyina ka bomu. Abetia okumase. So what it means is that next see akoto FA abani biema from the beginning na amponsa so ko biema. Wa kire se obekọ so enwinia you go the George Free way. George Free so akire se so no so kogina no enwini na ebia wa anya 50% ne ese kaboma you go the Nana Amponsa way and forgetting that Palmer is also part of them.
Wow.
Nipa miensa way ewo federation na wo da no kra ka bom. Unya so wie wo so ne aban sa akotwe aka. He's a wise man so wetie futu. I'm telling you, he's a wise man so wetie futu. Because baby no nam no.
Mama dia ehu.
Fancy me say nipa miensa we ka bom. Nana Amponsa. George Afriye and Palmer. Sa miensa we ka bom. Abu Salam mu di akire media ma mu nyina di akire o. Aduana mu nyina atato. Na say aduana wo George camp. Nana Amponsa abakoto. Enti kotoko kra de we di ka akire se ye beto aba no di ka so pe George nti say Nana ya aba no kra different. Nana ya so aba ye bibia kire se
ye de adwuma no man.
Yes. Palmer so on the side and Palmer so believe say system ni against him because last year esen kono ne ba from zone 3 and Accra Lions. Nti ono kra case no waka asamugu so twen. Nti wo a wo da no no as George as Kurt no Palmer no kro nya da nti ono so no wo de ho. Ti usa ni aban kokoma. Can no answer mo fa manifesto na bo say MPs ne nam TV station to TV station. No
Silver Sports.
Because when you pick the game changer manifesto, there are loopholes. Kurt one year. Then ka bet MP for we no fire wa. Abano or MP for we no fire wa. And the government is always looking for an institution, an event or an individual to change public attention from the crisis in the country. Yes.
Na ba football no.
Bi aban pe nipa bi ekuo bi anase asem bi a oman ni nyina be bobo ho na bi amemmo no sinto e wo ho no ya adwen koso aban ne pesa de ne pa don't send the football de ne ba no the politicians or more crowd their attention who ta or moto nya de ketwa no onzo no nyina eka bi they wanted to channel Ghana ye nyina adwen ko football so ni adwen fi 11 ni kakra anamewa ye fiare se rebe fi 11 kakra ni adwen akọ so eji kakete de ko be wi no fra they would I election on your 30 crank. He's a wise man, sweaty of football. And a debionsa me case, we are penning when yan papa pen do a chombe two for. Ubaqua shiase, because the ultra anonym said, Nechiacha, into your mom with Genetri and Becca saying abattre. This whole Ghana next coach agenda, Ket shouldn't have the FA as an institution. I send come here, you mate. Whilst behind the scenes, they drop modifications to some of the recommendations from the government. So you accept the government recommendations, but you modify it to suit the football system. Because what Ghana AFCON, what 2017? And I got trust Benjamin.
Silver Sports.
A good player, I am Fananko. And I said Tete Bobby. And you're not quite sure
Okoto blue.
I may man 3 matches. Clearly, Obianim so a cat boy. There's Philemon Bafo. Who are some young can ye? Obianim so a cat boy. The list goes on and on and on. Players are Baba Rahman. Obianim. Ti Baba bebo training ye, ombo training ye, on one bebo. Into one cat no, when you Ghana for him.
Now, Sanny man, Hilton, I'm more kind of buy a besessa.
Into time, I will fight against Hilton. The easiest propaganda man for building against you is that. No, because the easiest.
Let's establish this fact. the GFA never fought against Houghton. GFA no behind her catch almost a fa Chris Houghton or more catch almost a yemfa. I think something that is being run across board.
Opinion a friend, Dr. Tony Oben, or a school member. Fancy, we understand politics. We understand politics. A true baby, our opinion won't mean casa. We should be no one wabeka. So Dr. Tony Oben has some no kind, where F a toto mucho funibi. And he stated that the government should stay away from this appointment. Wanka. And a dabontin say, baby, I create free ban ofri abemu for on eba. And to be free GFA baba kase debi abemu for munjira baby a. Obi kase FNA fight abai na wakabone. Wakabone. Because we ESCO member. On time kasa abano abekebi said debi
Silver Sports.
Appointment of coaches munjaye. And in the next minute, President Neti Germany. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to add these things up, make it come boom, to have an idea of the quarrels behind the scenes. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. Oh yeah, a medical doctor and son woman. Obvious. The easiest agenda will be that system na be a consulting ebano. That system will not allow you and your friends at the ESCO and your various agencies. I don't know the man for work. They be talk of food trim no. Say coach we ne ba on tiasia ma Ghana higher rank right backs at your tosu be 7 enko na the other first entene fie.
Player selection as my enye ne abadan wa abeti we player na ordinary kwani ade. Houghton nso bay. Ebesisa.
Oh, first you see there is no perfect human institution. What human institution as here? There's no perfect human institution. Nipa bia bone wo ho. Enti wo no ebia fancy we papa. Ti bone a wo ho ye 5%. Pierrot de ebia 7. Ebia Meme de 15. Ebia Michael de 20. Ye kambo my any institution. Enti wo bone no. Na eno aba be bone a the percentage of bone eden e wo institution. So you cannot have a perfect institution. The same way you cannot have a perfect system. But the goal is simple. Goal near say, but we need to put in measures to reduce bonene bebano. Fast yen hey, krum hayeti. I can tell you, say, you nipe moha, must commit me aboam when American visa. What did the American say? Good. But ushi any pattern or mombe ju sika, ebi emu 2 and a papa. Because you cannot influence system now. You didn't have easily. But your baby or her first will be cast of a who say any pattern will be a man is can be obeyed me influence system because it is extremely corrupt. And yes, America, they are no being to penetrate you. You can penetrate, but the probability so bet me penetrate our system no is difficult as compared to other institutions in Okruma. It was a corruption or hodie. Won't make us a corruption or but endorse, and they've created a system to fight the corruption.
Silver Sports.
I so be our nipa minu a juma. Na fancy wo ba ko camera si so. Na ba ko a camera nsi so. Wan be di bone pa. Their camera si so no. Obetimi di bone. But their camera nsi so obedi bone pa cha their camera nsi so. So with the coming in of Chris Houghton, we cannot expect a perfect institution because he's a football person. The sports itself is corrupt. Football is corrupt sports. And you are no bano. And I'm obi so na about obi kokebi. And there some they can influence the system. But the question is, chances say be influence the system under Chris Houghton. And the chances now, who say influence the system under Milo and under Kate no. That's the major question. Perfection we cannot get. And just the first, if you have on the bar, some of my Kenyan say we should create a system where loopholes, gaps, mouth what me or more powers influence game no. You better so. So Chris Houghton coming in is not the antidote to all Ghana football problems. No, Unya sa expectation that you'll be deceived, you'll be disappointed. Ultimately, so but at the beginning of something. First, what I make at the beginning of something.
Silver
and I'm just hoping that this time around, no. Masa unimbo obetran.
Okay. Well, Mike,
you found baby a free by one nadia.
Oh, Fancy. One, the whole I want to veer off this whole political way about Chris Hughton and GFA Peno, Mom Peno, Mempese Meko Enumu. But once a meeting can catch you say the GFA president met Chris Hughton and Sakran Oko Germany. And the vice president of the GFA met Chris Hughton and Sakran Omo also Omo take a stance Omo Oko Germany. So that is it. Now Chris Hughton will come. Appointment will likely be made official. What kind of a manager are we getting? That is one thing we should be asking ourselves. You hear manager Ben Blasters, coach Ben Yeshe, and coach Ensa Canada here now. Who is Chris Hughton? From Minimno personally. And I will not sit here and then act like, oh, Minimno from head to toe. And I say, the Minim fan who be perhaps videos are my head. Perhaps they may read it. And then perhaps the Matete from Amanfoso. What I know is that he's a gentleman. A gentleman in the sense that Odini Huni. So me kind of say out here. And in as much as he's a coach who wants to win, he's also somebody who cares about image and reputation. And say when you're my boni be a koswa, I don't think you want to be part of Sadiano. And coaches are normally omotisano. Ayana, if they enter into an establishment which is seen as highly manipulative, say ye were unseen hands and as ye were nipa bakumi enubi or modi or monsake kani or ma ye omo anymore. Ayana a haomo, a moment me no majumaye. He's a gentleman also in the sense that he is down to earth in understanding obiane issues and tries to find solutions to it. Uyenu free more. He listens. To be a successful coach, I was a uti. Listening does not mean that obiade na uti. But you listen to voices that matter. Voices that matter in this sense. You can football who has them. The players, the footballers. He gives a listening ear. And a player issues are he tries to solve it. But when a makani inano ye at club level, how will it translate to the national level to help Ghana's cause? Listening means that your players bakumi enubia, and they have issues with the Black Stars into omo mambe bom famaye, which is an issue, a problem. Issue ni say omo be bo e maybe a trim, but treatment are the more mono, and so many. So they feel that they will not come again. If you have a coach who has a high personality or high profile, na osanso etia, he will want to venture forward, engage some of these players, and then listen to their side of a story. Otieno, he will want to take action. No eti hujuma. So I think in that sense, we have a coach who will perhaps take further action. Because Milo Eba when China Wabedin Komono will be entirely different from Chris Hughton Eba when China Wabedin Komo. And I know that there are other former players who are around who are willing to support that cause as well. Okay. And when the FA president called Germany, there was a former player with him who understands the German terrain and who also understands how German clubs operate, because on the
yes, on
Nekoi.
Oh, okay.
So that would be the next approach. In the Enyas a Blasters coach in Kwana A2 and Amako, there will be some involvement from the former players who are eager to also play a role and help. Because the GFA is not at war with government. So what will be maybe a political message. They are never fighting with government. This has been a general approach to solve Ghana's issues. First, in Nebia, now there's a general consensus to move together for a common goal. that will be happening. Another thing about Chris Hughton, he comes seen as a personality who has excelled at the playing level. Tottenham was a very successful club then. Ray Clemens as the goalkeeper, Ubenyenya, Ossie Adiles, Mo. They will play for Tottenham, win a trophy in Europe. They will also win FA Cups. It was a time when Chris Hughton so born a ball. So Chris Hughton played at a time Tottenham were very successful. So he won as a player. And obey a coach. So he has been one of the few coaches who represented the black and then Asian minority ethnic groups. He has been a coach who has really represented that group very well, because Menkai, any coach of black origin, any coach of Asian origin, waba mainstream England. Now wait to me,
Silver Sports
to the top in the Premier League. Okay, only many black manager in the Premier League. Thank you. Enti ebi and then you Patrick Vieira. I hope you get it. But for a naturally British manager, or black, to be at the top and handle a top job in England, I think it has to be Chris Hughton. And Ope Omo Masansu winning awards. He's won the Manager of the Month award. The only black manager to do this ever England. So he comes in with that profile as a winner, both as a coach and then as a player. Now, such presence no be right dressing room. You want to listen to what he has to say. And then there is a Ghanaian in him. Ghana moja wonimu. Entisano, he will also understand the Ghanaian way, in as much as Watina Brochewa and Nyoma Sano.
Silver Sports.
He will also understand the Ghanaian way. The only idea behind it is now he doesn't have a better appreciation of who the Ghanaian player is, because Onimi football well. So he will need support in that contest. Say your footballers no acquire or more fast ball or more ball. Or more film. Chris Hughton does not understand it because he's different. He or new to that football culture. The football culture in the UK, any day a boy brabebre, until he will need to learn that, and that is the part I want to bring in the supporters. Say a better CSR. Say a fair no babesuya, because already a by starting a PR no. At a month with three say Chris Hughton turns anything to gold, or the Midas touch. And did you obey some be an obey? So with Tim Nenya, the majority speaker, me say majority leader, Honorable say Chairman, or see he built with the inferior materials nenya kra or you be or money ye. Enti ya kane sana to Ghana ni bi atrim no me sure so bi o tie radio ne sisi and him said the moment I create me ba na blasters team ya hye ne ye ewie, and the person will forget about anything procedural concerning team building, any even understanding that we in your club a national team club ne de bia me no training e bia in a day create me training 2 times, but national team no in a year yet me training no be 2 weeks. You have 52 weeks. National team etimia training dodo pano in a year, 2 weeks. And building a national side and building the club side entirely different. And Chris Hughton in be that. He has never built a national side before. It is difficult to build a national side than club. And Ghana for na ato mutrim se Chris Hughton ya jen kwano. Would they understand that it will take him time? And perhaps Nigeria might be even too early. And perhaps Nigeria might be a catastrophe. You bet me they are 2 or 3 months. You bet yes, sir. You're starting the diatem. You're starting fresh D. Because I remember, if I'm going to buy if Nikoka say, oh, you're man of the mandate of going to do well at the AFCON. And no be a talking point with radio so. No be a can. I don't know what coach or about Champions League. And I also go to do well. There's a one person coach no be Bobra. Coach no be idea. I know the Ghanaian football fan Okasapa. The Ghanaian football fan Ekasa Oniabotre. It is because media na e wahano. Yaka dia 23 say football na magic. Inti coach ne bebe ye. The media and the propaganda wheel. Yawaya inti ato mutrim. And we have failed to make them understand that football is a process. It is not just an event. Before I say BBC be eventual, and I say be eventful, sorry. That event will need to pass through a process. Into Egypt for Moko AFCON final. It is because in 2017 they were in the final. 2019 they were in the knockout stage. 2021 waba final bion. Senegal team you also were final. 2019 they were in the final. A process. Yes, Aliou Cisse has spent 7 years at Senegal national team. Aliou Cisse. Now he's in the final, back to back. Ghanaian football fan, no media ne they are 23 musase sanetie. Media ne they 23 musase sanetie. No, the politician is also confusing him because politicians so pay short-term success. Enti enemenimi ya meje na ya ye campaign. And yeah, asumesi bae no or the call World Cup. And the asumesi bae no. Oh yeah, say asumesi bae no obedua aba no dua ye no. A so fast one no 10 years later or call ye no. Yet me say. Into the Ghanaian politician and the media up confusing the Ghanaian football fan. But me person me can't be a trim. A bit me about say Christy Mbai and a benya the Thomas Tuchel effect. It's only Thomas Tuchel effect.
Yeah, and Tempana.
Born in San Juanafa. A bit me so about say Christy Mbai and now he will need time. A bit me so about say Christy Mfa crowd man 10 years Mfa. That is the untold of a football coaching. A risk. In the same way as Yakwako for Tuadu. Na a risk for that short period. In the same way as Yakwako for before Frodinaba. It was a risk, a risky venture. Until let's understand and let's be patient and let's not be too hopeful. I said, very man for Facebook, no, all of a sudden, it looks like Ghana here. I say
Hilton appointment.
I said Ghana here, one of the best 3 teams on the continent.
I don't know, maybe say you're funny because you see a court tournament you're complaining about your selection, they call players are money ready so exactly. Black Stars. So yes, about for Hilton. Now some about the same crop of players now. Someone will call up there, and there is no need of appointing Chris.
One Hilton and Emma the first match on yes 7 changes in the Black Stars. Me say it won't happen. Say or buy na the first match for the Black Stars or yes 7 changes. Maybe who if you now against
same players.
Maybe our PS games.
Maybe a team of play being the best
pattern of play perhaps might be a bit different, but it could be too different because we don't have much time to train. Players will absorb everything, and me no obey Christian ne philosophy, me no obey briefly. But utie players and coaches or munkita would yeah. There are times coaches even give in. Say be me your coach, me person a 4-4-2, but team me beto no. Emfa 4-4-2 no. Enti was me sisan yo mem kakra.
Silver Sports.
So coaches also adapt to situations, just like players also adapt to tactics. Enti enya is our buy na then has another mobile room or mobile ball. Has another agreeing to play for Ghana will still need to pass through a process. You're real fear now. And yes, our car the next game no Black Stars just you. It will pass through a process. And to be pure about Biano, they will lay the foundations. Into a medium term and long term. In the short term, the team that went to the AFCON, 90% of them will play. Yeah, who changes giddy bia? It's an America say, yeah, near lower your expectations. So that at the end of the day, if it works, hallelujah. If it doesn't, young Konko did the attempt. Now you're because a coach knows what born and then moon. Because me start him, see, he's a gentleman. Obuneho, Okranidine legacy no deba. No chine beat na kwabraniti radio so. Na coach no wa bon coach phone tantai na mode na maye yempe coach sebe. Let's understand this very well, especially the media, because it do such stage now. The Ghanaian media become overly sentimental and emotional. Because I know they know question fan issues mu. And the media man no fan no who difference wom near twayam piano radio so sir.
Binunza bana do ma come na ya ati why I say
Yeah, come on, what and no experience different to on teachy.
Oh, okay, but I'll make you match no.
Because it's a typical guy, never pay and crying. He needs to understand
Silver Sports.
Now, to who is critiquing in terms of the coaching philosophy? On it, the coach's voice, a interview. But once he's coached Newcastle, Norwich, near there to very successful levels, and then interview he spoke about ono nedio Endra Mitraka Krebi de Koto me Facebook page, and what title no looking forward, and as a forward facing. Ne say Okoti quote ni be say, I have always been the type of person who wants to look forward as opposed to looking back. Ne so ba enye de oba be de muadi kono afei na okokuhwem. He's looking at DNA that is one thing he does. Now one thing okay about the playing philosophy and it's here I want to read it into my time kakra. Now this is it.
Silver
He talks about a year where he catalogs in the period at Tottenham anyway, Norwich Spurs anyway. Now this is it. I said that old style of management of berating players and of being very aggressive is something you now see a lot less. And how I need to see manage first, and the assistant treatment at first, or the Bama Pavel Nedved the Befano, and out the map of Pogba, Emfa, into coaching assistant. Then he went on to talk about one. In my time at Newcastle, Birmingham, and Norwich, I generally play a certain way, but as a modern coach and manager, you have to be flexible. And to be catch yourself sitting or a one-dimensional coach or a defensive minded and you know, or say Newcastle, Birmingham, Norwich, baby or Koyebiano, he had to be dynamic. Or the same, you have to be flexible. And was so to me done than they say abos marketre. And the Okala near red or China environment for flavor was a blue. It was also a green. Just to suit environment now I call Remuno. So if we know Christ and so about 4-4-2 or Englander, when it comes to Ghana, now are you briefed about the footballing culture of Ghana? Now who the materials available are. Now say M50 4-4-2. I don't think he's coming to play 4-4-2. So on the etier.
Silver Sports.
No, on most occasions though, it's about the type of players that you've got. It's true that as a manager, I've always tended to play 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1. But in my last season at Brighton, I played more 4-3-3 than perhaps I have done at any other stage. And to say, it depends on manager no formation. It depends on players how back to another players how. A national team like club they always make Toby Mpo shame just to suit to philosophy. Inti say Pepper Man City on him so solo on fire solo me top player for or be edwuma sin solo but national team there yento
don't come so be man natural like
exactly I know so thing. Inti the one no every 1 year no one will be use sa inti chairman Yadom nebo ne nkoye na any better alternative to chairman Yadoma. Then
Silver Sports.
And then he goes on to say that so the formation that you want to play comes first. Formation comes first. Then it's about a way of implementing that formation. Into bit my 4-3-3. But 4-3-3 no yes said this Gojina Park in this one. Yeah, Bobo ne dia it means it's about 3-4-3. Because 4-3-3 near the starting game. But game ne koso no. Minim say and the Yadom you good forward. Enti ye bought 4-4-3 na originally why ye the best out of him. Enti the moment a ball ye be passing no, then implementing that formation with tactics and strategy will mean that you push and the yard mako enim. Yenim say Kamadi Sulemana a winger. May start here, may ball 4-4-2 or better wings. But the moment I give the best start, 4-4-2 no, a better metamorphosis, a best son. As a better new shape, abe 4-3-3. Sana Kamadi Sulemana, it me push ya ko enim, no akoka attackers ne ho. And he is a coach who is dynamic. And he adjusts to situations and then oyusu die beboano. And here no one no myself na make kan me there. Then ultimately okay, metwaso. I'm the type of coach who very much wants to work off a solid base. Your bigger solid base, I just say, no, asie no. One say wo hwe Yisra Asiano needs a dine bia Usibiano. A dine here a solid foundation. That is the base. So foundation in ya a dine bebu. Into no the so baby or bakobi or kokuchino. Team no I was saying yeah solid base. Yes, any defense na pampe. Do we have a weak defense in Ghana? Yes. Your goalkeeping department, your defensive department, and yet. So he will first of all say he will need to have a solid base. And my impression is that in the first few games, he will be very much defensive minded than offensive because he will need to sort it out. But I say, I wouldn't call it a defensive strategy. It's setting up a team to be compact while also having a strong attacking aspect from the way the team is set up. Ultimately, it's about winning football matches. And how you do that comes down to the level of the club that you are managing and the players that you have. Until or say, I didn't say, a goal na mafefe, a 3 points, a win na mafefe. Until the Maya me be winning, a dependent players I was say that you number one. A choir me first one did die you be winning and one may. Until Ghanaians, please. And yen you bet your coach way formation or more. And yen you bet and say tiki taka. Leave him to do his job. Allow him to operate. Oyena dia no oyena ejigua adiegu. He failed on his own. Oyena afa we win together. That is also another message of. And then he speaks about player mentality. We are getting a coach who has shown in the time past that he has the touch Otimiye Nyoma. But the last 2 jobs of Koyeno, it shows a coach on a decline. Until we are getting a good coach, but at the wrong time. And we are not getting the best version of Chris Hughton. And here I submission. No? We are getting a good coach at the wrong time. Because wrong time here, materials are available now, and my coach way the ning Kejumano. And by the time we buy assemble, we are maybe not Ghanaians or more lose patience. And then we are not getting the best version of Chris Hughton because he was his best version when he was at Newcastle, when he was at Brighton, when he was at Norwich. Chris Hughton now is not his best version. Anything at the last job on no, so let us be patient and understand.
Silver Sports.
Well, me that say Mike. Yeba Ghana Premier League so enra Ashanti Good. Say bechim from one cho mo kra. So mo yo mo hojuma pa because enra no pa be 9 na me Ash Good Bass ni twemo patase. Mo ko bechim na so ko mo be di travel so akwa drew bechim 9 be na de kwa ko bobo no. You understand? Nyame wa kra say enra Ash Good for Kokolujuno speed be the between more patterns one and Bechem Shomu 2-0 Gerson Okra and Emmanuel Ano I'm about 2 goals a team of fans Ash Good and Accra Lions and Mediema omo game na ebebaso and I faking Friday and RTU and so next Saturday Nyame Adbochana Sante be any Gold Stars and Adriana Ebebo Dreams FC and Brekum Chelsea 11 Wonders Ebebo Wafa House of Folk and Great Olympics Derby Karela and Legon Series and Elmina Sharks next week Mantenia Santiago Toko we matches are and watching an ampa Nyamian next week Monday and also a bit me about you ever say a bit me establish a contact na Yakwebia Elmina and Yakwaku drink more before Mike my memory league matches no.
Well, fancy
Silver Sports.
Bechem Ash Gold. Bechem Oya DB, I think Yenin Konhu Bebreo. And we really need to talk about them and the positive things that they've been doing. What's it? Yebeshe season as an normal coach Kasim Mengo Kasai said we will see a different Bechem United to last season based on Adio Moye. And then this season, almost a team now or deep squad, unlike last season, and he can continue to introduce fresh legs and Emma Omunya accumulated fatigue, and they will deliver. And then true to his word, it looks like they are firing on all cylinders. And I was here a ball more so why am I saying that? They have players from across various departments who have excelled or much solid play. One Omo goalkeeper, Prince Asempa. And then Abdullah Idrisu. These 2 goalkeepers have been challenging each other. But it looks like Idrisu nona onowa J team no ADC ayene kokoso. And he's been a solid goalkeeper. And I think clean sheets are when he's gotten more than 8 clean sheets. Piero Mobet Miabuame. When you 8 clean sheets so far in the league, which is very positive. He's been responsible for them having the best defense in the league now, together with Asante Kotoko. I'm not considering just 7 goals. What this means is that goalkeeper Dapo Museya, one, aside shot prevention, shot saves near the end, organizing the back line and so here pa. Enti eche ombe organize anyhow ombe say your money omano. E crucial at the moment so obo Eronese obo Emmanuel Asante, Emmanuel Ano Anase obo Kofi Agbesima e we chirewa. The goalkeeper Abdullah Idris no jina ono. He is there to always caution them because onu we chiro hu ni ye. So he knows what to say to who and where anybody should stand at one point in time.
Silver Sports.
Ama became form omonya and the results omonya no etimi abemsa enso edi amomo. And then there is one boy on who Samuel Seko for honestly a defender, very young boy, 19 years. I think he has also been a revelation for them so far. Can 2 defenders or my so much distinguishable became set up anymore. Emmanuel Ano on Andrew Shego and Samuel Seko for na American.
Well, Mike Minkrano but Jinahama and Kola in Sumbana, Ayako Mina, near Kwaku Dinkumo, and Sharks supporters, Chairman Kobe Nunkumo. Kobe, good morning.
Morning, boss.
Now, on where dear?
I'm having no Bible.
Okay. Well, me say Mumbo weekend, Nyamiarma next week Monday, more Tenefia train. Asante Kotoko, so far, Sharks are wanted to say.
Oh, my main fact, I think you was for Muti through our effort. Oh, Kumasi. Kumasi, Miamishi. Kumasi boy, but my back time, maybe. Before Kuya, for you, until I don't see my mind. Yeah, I'll be a tribute. Let me show you that. I'm sorry. Ed.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, you're trying to get your Kobe.
Aha, me for talking with them in Chema with a free no commercial. I'm saying, wouldn't say Saturday. A quality of difficulties. Yeah, find how because of this unity and I wait to money so same being to move baby dano. Sisi ana make a thing. Ya ne kotoko. Ya homework we need the say you need the bia. Ya ni. Me am no ka national kotoko fine. Before me ba suppose some elimination. Ba kotoko de me minimum no do. Kwa ya faso se kotoko. It is a winner. What kind of last season? Kotokoba, mobile mina, mobile 5 matches, no single supported that. Okay. Yeah, I'm saying they can break it on. Saturday enough for the Dama, Abban, and now Sudan, and now Sony, they are doing so. Yeah, they are better. Sasha coming Monday, you better pass a coach for you.
Who say next week Monday, Almina Sharks, Eshas and Tegoroko. Hello, Kobe. We'll see next week Monday. Mobile Kotoko.
Oh, you better say it for you. Me, if say me, who make it? If you come out, neighbor. Protest chairman. Me, minimum kind of something. And as for follow-up, I'm going to protest chairman. Do say by the secretary of the minister coming Monday. Able to see that. Si I got to come for you. Setting them the kilo. And I'm a Sasha last will be also mobile since Eliminasa Jaba league no more. You come a commercial.
Silver Sports.
Where are we? Yeah. And I know about 3 matches for the past this last year to this year. You know about 3 matches. Hello?
Kobe, yet on Kapa.
Going forward, no. Sisi, my call is I'm sorry. You say it's a form guide. It's a ball. Your friend David and Goliath. You know, to come back. Name the chairman. My friend David and Goliath. The match my card. Your friend David and Goliath.
Okay.
I will say David and Goliath. I'm going to call you. David. About the Goliath. I'm about. It's the match my card. So the game is
Okay. Well, Kobe, from the okay, no, can say last season, some few games unbeaten, I must stop it as Antegoroko. This season, new master coach Nano Namoshen, no new PM, Prosper Nante, Anna Bav, Gamma, who can answer me. I'm say, I had the crowd bones of later starting games, the Ama Asantoroko. So far, fine form and a fine run as Sandoroko, Enyano, and Pussy Elimina Sharks.
Yeah, it's true. United situation wrong. Now this United, there's no unity in the team. And prayers no back what now radio station. And all captain. General costume 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. Sir, you new coach Misa. Oba World Cup was 3. The market. Jenny Beckham first because you boy who might empire lose. Jenny Beckham first, the Bobo chance upon chances. Each board. This is yes about other women, you should become an able. Who have players no control level, they know what I think. So you may expect to buy. And yes, some papa money. And I accept to canoe the but they are showing a kind of yes, second to know the delay enough for going for your matches for the home and away from the reference.
League, your moon babia, but answer babiamo danama, pina fu say, ye cat clubs or more relegation, and some more kind. I come also more back count, meaning utibia, yana fan saying.
It's true, listen. Yet you know who will be shot Ghana. Be less about us, be a man here. Until the general captain of the cafe, you will see the team. So, how come? Because many are one of the teams here. Baby, as you choose you on the players, Canada, they win 100%.
Silver Sports.
And so far as I win, winning bonus here. Which means Kevin Brown effectively do can and to make us say, yeah, what come? Any place that can come and imagination, confidence level, they know what I think between your neck of command. It's like us like David and Goliath, I think. Come in Monday. Meaning, I'm saying, my see a best protocol. But I'm saying, my two are friend. Of a train who comes over from the rest of the world.
Okay. Well, Kobe, me now na me so beto aso ne other houses na din komo na fe next week Monday after game no possibly adechi abeba on chene asa no aba din komo. Okay. Well, supporters chairman well Mina now Teneka was say David and Goliath and Tokwa Mike.
Well, fancy tea. Not make Bechem issue. I was talking about Samuel Oseko for and the wire at the moment so far. Emmanuel Ano as a defender or non contributed 2 goals, which is 1 goal less than even the striker Emmanuel Avonyo. Although Avonyo has been very brilliant as a youngster, small boy, 20 years. Now I contributed 3 goals in the first major season for Bechem United, which is highly impressive. But as a defender, I also have my 2 goals. But I think the Omoyeni Inano, Omonya some established figures be, especially when Finfia, Wamoabua Pejo Omodi Omaka Kodru Baby Omedru. One Latif Anabila. Anabila has been ever present. Okoye was Anabila Kotoko no shada anya consistency. Our matches. Yes. But this time around, we're about 15 matches the Bechem, and he's been very impressive for them. Then Augustino Kra, that's why ever consistent. Kotoko injuries na ehano. But this time around, he has also represented 15 times for them. Oyo top scorer. Or 8 goals so far in the campaign and run or share. And you look at all these things, are highly positive at the Martin Bechem, and I think they can always build on from here. As to some of them mount a tighter talent, I think no. Because Omahu and then do one ejinefie. And winning a home match is it will be difficult for them to also get points away from home to add to that, so they challenge for the title. But I think so far they have had a decent campaign, and you have about the former coach Cassie Mingle and the team were more assemble or more bobono. Away from there, you were the Garman Chadabi. Maybe Amina Sharks and so send their Monday, so half time. House of Folk and Sule Muntari. I think that once I see bars and echo from Muntari signing no. After Enra Ekofom. Oh, Facebook, internet. Ko YouTube, ne check it has on my YouTube account for me.
Okay, mami
check on my YouTube account for me. But see here at DAB currently as it stands now. Why has really need to tap into everything on tap that was Sulle Muntari on? They have caught a big fish, but when you try namni here and to chen here, and sure obi anya de busuan obi abenya namni biare, and that will be a big blow. Until they will need to really make use of this particular opportunity. Omanya. Now, why I want you to go on YouTube and search for me here. Check it has YouTube. Check it has YouTuber. No, I check it on my subscriber base. Sharak musu beti mi aboy. Inti ye
project my
has YouTube ko YouTube no I search for Accra House of Folk. O search for Accra House of Folk a obehu say has channel ne bie the amount. Accra House of Folk SC. Accra House of Folk SC. Omo was 7,000 subscribers. 7.04 subscribers. 7,000. 7,000 no. It has been there before signing Muntari. So House of Folk signing Sulle Muntari no, they have not added.
Mebao House of Folk and official YouTube.
Yeah.
Channel Accra House of Folk SC.
Yeah.
And 2 months ago, Anna Glasnawako message to the supporters. And 4 days ago, Dennis Kosa signs.
And then the recent video.
Fully now.
Not even a teaser video. Where's the way Claire? You're trying to Claire. Shadrach, call baby videos in the world.
Videos.
Clicky videos are obehu. Omo share Facebook behu. I want us to do this. It's not just condemnation or criticism.
So from left,
Haas is not even able to give us Samuel Bodu pre-match thought, training ground vibes anyway. The omo better to Twitter. They can't even feed on my YouTube
Silver
channel.
Sports.
Or video content.
So Sulle crossing and I know we know official.
This is the official House of Folk YouTube page.
So they better Twitter no that video now amba YouTube.
And I'm say almost 7,000 subscribers. Sulle buying and still 7,000. So what has been the impact of Muntari coming? He needs to add to a digital following. And I'm a boy. And he across the various digital platforms, social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. So the TikTok crab can one. And was a winger Sulle Muntari following now. Omo bedi Sulle chi abe rock club nim. And one way to entice them is to just put videos there, link it to social media handles. Let people come and watch these videos. You can even launch an operation 1 million views. Muntari's first interview. Ewa YouTube. Or the Koto app as well. Fancy. The thing is that app now where they call Koto sono. Very few people will download and watch.
Silver
Ewa YouTube now be besha. Views no besa so when escape from. Imagine. Se has to me pushia na Sulle Muntari video ema mo 1 million views sika say no mo benya. Out of 1 million people on my share views no. Those 1 million people benya mu at least buy 10,000 to like your page and for 17,000 subscribers. You will also have other people who after watching Muntari video no enjoy other video content on House of Folk YouTube account. So House are not tapping into the Muntari signing. And at say wakofa adie kese pa na hu de wode ye. Anase watoka Porsche car no park the si garage no atum. Latest car baso. To say be a Range EV. Anase Chrysler, anase Mercedes Benz latest edition. Watoka na ye kama classy. No park the si garage no atum the padlock atum. So be ambaso and now was so kania now with the aqua shempase and shining mobile. So House of Folk are not shining their light. Omunya kania kesiye pa but omon shine because Muntari the first interview was signing you. People are eager to listen to Muntari, and unfortunately, omo bonteno. The bloggers of more Ghana enjoy more clicks on Muntari stories than House of Folk. Share omo ko click BBC story on Muntari has assigning Muntari no e does see omo click a House of Folk nankasa website say assigning Muntari omo click Sky Sports Italia echo release article no and on pony atro in Italian no people went through the pain of translating Italian no to English to read everything memeka hu bi those clicks no imagine say omo AdSense omo the advert atoto now already sorry yeah advert bear 5 never. Look at the amount of money House of Folk will make for a foreign club without House necessarily making that money. Because Muntari's first interview, fancy, the first interview, obia be peso obehwe. Entifabe to YouTube, people will come and watch. Now, among yes idea no, they can still benefit from Muntari. That dressing room impact dynamic. Muntari comes in with a winner's mentality. He has won everywhere he has been to. And then obera dressing room now. Or somehow almost drain. The mentality of the average footballer of Ghana and our form. When you be to say Muntaria or impato at the say away. Na ye nya obi be fry muna nipa ni ye different. One way or the other, ye be peke trait to be one nipa ni mo. That is how Muntari's presence and personality permeated the House of Folk dressing room. That impact na ewo. They will get and benefit from that because when a player bit say Thiago Silva elbow ball different from when Nuru Sule elbow ball. Difference can see a pan a womb. And when Muntari boba different from when we shall Abu elbow ball. When Muntari was dressing room no rawa. The aura, the presence, impact benya sunsanso benya ne character ne personality the benya wo players ne so no e change the ordinary House of Folk players on benya frame enti what they are Monday I'll do the long term don't met my with Muntari because I think they can benefit from Muntari even after the playing career away. An ambassadorial role for Muntari has bet me profited from. Okay, they should look at there.
So has a Olympics game I think a tricky game. It is a game I see a draw. Me who draw. Yeah, me who draw. Olympics after losing to Kotoko, Airball has a derby, regional
Silver
derby
Sports.
of course. We're welcoming certain new elements. We have a rerun a team name. It is going to be extremely difficult for us to beat them currently as it stands now. Okay. I think a draw.
Okay. Well, your first cross answer na DJ Fine Ababetuaso 0552944922 and a 0500773326. Yenfa your course no. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Yetio.
Morning, we don't have money in the Guapa. I do nine. Thank you. Now, I'm about to make my father my country Ghana. And why is my father? Now, look at the house of a person. They say, oh, now, but you tell about the legal happening. It can run after the penny legal. It's a message house of a person to and cannot come to you. Yeah, and you move up. That's thank you, boy.
Yes, that's a pardon. I saw Basso. Hello.
Hello.
I saw it.
Fancy Di Maria.
Ebony. Kwame Uje.
Silver Sports.
Yenti way.
But as my mentor no be the phone you can say you mo bono I want na mentor engineer ke edu gas service so so me bola ka sia na police station echi.
Ah, Shishima.
Yes. And I know I say one in term so cha pa. And the Shishima be obi a me cha pa na eduma pa bo master de man Ghana manya mi sira o. When you are coming Kenya ne say we have ni na the silver 98.3. Now the team has a quack about bra, the battle, a win for House of Folk. A win for House of Folk. So the player, I know, Dinamuma, Olympus, last season, Omoki, and now, Omoki, Papa, the players, and the sample and the gym to my house. It's a precisely gym my house, the answer, papers, and I did already have one. Here has you what the Pampa, what the team that I'm working on, but who conclude 3 personal, and so much make them hospitals, your Fadumo, Aquadumo, but that's Minia.
Whoa, yes, that's a piece of Basso. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, good morning.
Opening it way.
So, One, good thing. That's the bit I remember about. Elimina Sack leader, supporters leader, Becata. And no can you a platform, no so. Last season, senior Mubrik here, Elimina Sack, near again, one so after and technical or so.
Silver Sports.
Now, 90 so. Into Kotoko, sponsor now.
Wakanenko Elminia. No, that record not last season was breaking. I think the end so maybe breaking. A record for some Laba. That's why I didn't have to put Olympic rubber had the what I'm going to do homework.
Oh, Karaman Pacho and free her. Hello.
Hello,
Silver
Yes, yes.
I'm the country.
You too.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. So the summer now. You have how many matches? After the whole 60 matches. 50 matches wrong. Problem is not a what team anymore, more 8 points. And now, not there, when they got the Hobono. I feel like the beginning. The number was there every year of the secretary. Oh, probably the SSB now went to answer what I never put answer to. Oh, you know. I look at the country, I said there was some problem. And I got the Ramadianka committed a problem. Oh, when you're bang on the show, because problem Piana or the only
Silver Sports.
Oh, I can show more, but only the work. The show me. Now, Olympus in there, a process like my second. I go.
Okay, yes, that's a pass or basso. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. You're frozen. I can say free. It's you.
Also, I'm looking at about 40 years now. Yeah, Black Star into me part of the year. Almost, I'm saying, now because what he said, I'm saying, I will tell it Baba Kasai. So, maybe a Black Star or Modia. So, you let you be a 19 can't say, now we are TSS. Silver Sports. Money in 1 piece. So, among the dear, the Dia, almost any sample from Adia. And the anchor was 100 years. Into the year you need that because it's almost a painful. Nipa for Montreal a year or Genic, Dana, Libya or Mubia. Woko a year, Womoko born, MCC Libya, and after a year. Yakoboka Caribbean, Crampona, the first time for boy. Since then, Montreal was a captain. So many about 5 years. Montreal,
Silver Sports.
So, if you want to come here and send me the woman, I just say, Black Star, and woman, yeah. It is a move, make a trouble, then let's go to a friend. So, I'm going to you could walk a Nigeria could walk, they would say, because some can so we said, if I be brilliant, the cat was a yes, because one of the cats was a Black Star would say, Mate, so me to be and no, he did not say anyone needs to go to free. They will fail forever. What a moon.
Why, I say, for from Bra. Hello.
Hello, Wansi.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
So, I am Charles in Kenya. What comes back over just a Kahasari? Ah, fancy more, Juma.
Ajuma Dasi.
Yo, yeah, a Alamina Shasnipana or Kasayan, Edanasi, Wakayaki. Now, I would have told them. Last year, young mamma came. There's a son walking there. The children, yes, I said, what's action? I think I will go. It is so Ulimba, can I say, 8 points? Not whatever points. The local question, I mean, the other question.
Oh, a drop, and yeah, Kafra, Info. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Fancy.
Open your frost and I can say free.
Roma Father, the Midwood to answer.
It's you.
Silver
Sports. I know Inspector Emmanuel Susu, the birthday has sneakers here pass to the police station. Baby, Obi Amichano.
Okay.
I know. Sharks, Nipana Okasa, and Menene are doing papa. Ombe Kotoko, it's say, as a full player, Ewo Michelle Sapon. Abranti and so bold moon, Finfini Hopa. Would I do me? Blame my own Munina Yepa, and Aquadana, the will be say Yomon. And I may add more out and answer. You bet Kimukway Olympics. Any assay. My main call will be very fancy.
Yes, so hello, good morning.
I'm on.
Yes, sir, it's you.
That's your 40.
40 into you.
I'm a mechanic. After the photographer, I just say, and woman and making things are going to who's a net of my common matter.
Silver Sports.
I feel I do more common matter.
At the end, na so on beso mo te so mo ya no mi shia ano gugu tema ila masa.
Yes, what I think so. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, officer. Into you.
I'm a call about him because
okay.
I'm born as for Boba. Media, Oma was silly, a sign and pampas or bear narrow.
Silver Sports.
Silly Bo, Ama, Copo, or Monu, and I'm not actually. Oma got a word relegation there. Wow, maybe I could chabet Edo Moko. There's nothing that can save them. Everyone.
Oh, Yadasi pass Obaso, Yadasi. Hello.
Hello, Fancy.
Yes, sir.
Fancy that anyone so agree with me.
That I hate you.
Fancy, for the first time, Nadia, me know bed, I agree, a packet, you know. Eh, near my cracket, or blaster, Fancy in your buy an idea support man. By near my crack, by actually, or Yama, Yabamobu. It's when you have a train on your banning come, no moon on your back, not the other war mine. Or money. On some way, we two out on the time here on a fancy. What done a chimay? Yeah, and Casa, you shall the audio on the asset. Tell me, you two, I don't know. What done a chimay? Getting yourself for playing near the Aconvo. We two are the dear human wire. And one way, boy, our baby. To be on our head, many dear, I'm so coaching us netting there. Why be a man who know? Ye, John Mark of our boy. No, I saw Ben and a new stable now. Fancy, now me out my house, so you be my, I mean, come.
Yeah, I say. Hello.
Hello, Fancy.
Yes, sir.
I really do that. You know what my hair.
Yes, you too.
Fancy. To be anywhere, quack one. The cat is here. You shall not catch you. And I'll check last season. Maybe I'm more catching almost a home now. And not the OC Diamond of a company for now. I'm Pioneer, they shall what to say. Send me a that. Myself and yes, but drop cry. Let us say, Gabon, you became the Chimsa and I say, Yadia, or Betcho, League. If you live in any house, never. And Sunday, we are next year. Why is it on your mayor? If I call a sister, near Bobo, 60 matches, I say, hey, now has to put that seat, not between that second. And not let's say, I'm on for your money. And only here, just walk up from Muntali Abano. Muntali Waba, what 3 years. Now, for Panabana, women, women in India. I got that name with a city women in India. That's a dinner, the dinner, the body. And a moment I'm probably the film in the normal kind of black and Yamwa.
Whoa, here I say. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, sir, it's you.
I'm coming, Mike, man, show. Yeah, you can go to the time here or come from Iran to buy and paying for your material, you know, won't if you. It's on the casa almost 80% of Brofo. If you are on any tree, my why? Because my senior owner. Why? Yeah, I ain't indigenous language, nothing that will be other chances. Because the suggest any point to be making our own point. So, but in Penguin, you know, London, and the okay, or party, catastrophe, no parties. And maybe the materials.
Oh, Kali.
On the weather, just.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Hey, it's a flat water.
Yes, you.
Yeah, but share could you do? Kumasa presenters have said they didn't need to a more, you know, or no more Kasa or show you. So, we quote, Kasa, no one again, motive. Anna, just a catchy. I am more than Nam Kuruma. I quote, a Kasa fair. I present, I know, we need to work it out. So, we didn't answer. Now, I'm market name. So, I would be too gone. Who party face? It's a best from half. Secretary, no, especially commercial presenters, or more from more, or more Casso, who see me, papa, because to be better, confuse Yankata, and especially what you do, what you know, when you're no man. Now, no boy, or Tao, Kono, Manchester, a coin there, I Olympics, you don't motor or move DBS. Because last season, out of 6 points, or more day, or more quite properly, and you know one. It's just a trauma beginning at the beginning. Near Kaka, and near Faboyable,
Silver Sports.
Hello.